Good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are domicile. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi IYKE PETERS, broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. Our leader's name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At this point, we have to pray. We have to call upon Mazi to lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
Without whom we cannot function, and unto him we give every honor and every adoration. Wherever you are, I will ask you, if you are in the spirit, to remain so. If you are outside the spirit, we ask you to come into it, because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption as directed by Chukwukika himself in heaven, and this very gospel we must preach it. Therefore we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Ise.
It's a song of I am a bullseye. I carry the sling of David. I'm the Lion King. A lion must fall down. Jericho walls must crumble to the rising sun. There's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining up so bright it's supernatural.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want. We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you're domiciled. This is Radio Biafra, USA 2. My name is Mazi IYKE PETERS, broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra, London. We are here this morning again to talk about issues that concern us. The past few days have been very joyful for us because our leader is making his way out. He's almost at the door, to be honest with you, because these people have nothing. The whole world is protesting. The protests going on left, right, and center. Even the Hebrew Society, the group somewhere in Europe, they're protesting, and they all listen, whether they like it or not. Except that, like Mohammed, I read something that he wrote, that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has to come on his knees and beg them. And he's telling how Nigeria was progressing until he came. And that's a compliment, honestly. I'm not looking at it like an insult. Because if one single person can bring down the so-called giant, empty-handed with a microphone. Because, you know, when you're proclaiming the truth, when you're speaking the truth, it's always difficult for darkness to take over the light. You know, the darkness is nothing, actually. It's just the absence of light. If there's no light, then what you see is darkness. So darkness has no relevance. It's not even something. It's not an existing thing. It's not something that you can touch. It's not tangible. All you need to do is just shine the light and the darkness will disappear. The same thing with the zoo. The zoo had been darkness all their lives. So one person with a stick of match just struck the light, which is what Nnamdi Kanu did. And the zoo is crumbled. There is nothing they can do. There's no way they can get back on their feet. It's not going to work. It never worked because they were not in existence in the first place. There was nothing called Nigeria. It was something that somebody came together and brought in darkness and then, stays there. And the funny thing about this whole thing is that no matter how long darkness stays, no matter how long there is darkness, when you strike a stick of matches, voila, it disappears, it goes. No matter how small, a dot of light will shine, and then you will look for darkness, you wouldn't find it. That's exactly what is happening in the zoo. Somebody came there, brought the darkness and created it and called it Nigeria, Niger area, Niger people, the people where they are dominant, the black people, because for them, black is darkness. So when they stay there, they give us name, and we've answering that name for over 100 years. But then, the creator of the universe said, no, enough is enough. I'm going to liberate my children. And then voila, there comes Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with a little tiny stick of matches. Just struck it, and the darkness is disappearing. So everybody's looking for who to blame. Lai Mohammed said it's IPOB. Abba Kairi says IPOB and the ESN. Everybody they boy IPOB. But I don't know. Like I said before, it's compliment. The only thing that is a warning going around, because they are there. Our own peoples who are part of it, our politicians, our so-called governors, there are the people that are encouraging the Fulanis, helping them to destroy our own people. But you know something? This is expected. It's not isolated. What is happening to us is not out of place. It is what is expected. But you know something? Somebody will pay for it. It doesn't matter how long it took. There were other tyrants out there who thought that their life was indispensable. But eventually, when you get them, they fall down on their knees and they beg. Tyrants, no matter how strong they are, how great they look, a little small thing will scare the living hell out of them. Honestly, I had a story from my cousin who was in the army, top person in the army. He told me a story about during the last coup when I think I was Oka coup or something like that. Sani Abacha was there with Babangida was the person in power at the time. So they were sent to go and look for Sani Abacha to explain to him that the coup was over. The day the man was telling this story, we were just at Christmas time, we were celebrating in the village, and he just told me this story because it was in my room and there was the TV and there was Sani Abacha talking on the TV. The man looked at him and said, he laughed at me and said, Uncle, I said, yes. He said, see that man there? That's the biggest coward we have ever seen. Now he told the story of how they went to tell him that the coup was over. And when they opened the door, the man fell down. He was in the blue pants. He fell down, knelt, and was like trying to beg them. He thought they were coming to kill him. And they would say, sir, get up, sir, So the point is that so these people are all cowards. They're all running their mouth and doing everything that they are doing to make it look like they are something that they are not. They are not anything, and we are out here to get Biafra. Biafra is our thing, and it must happen whether they like it or they don't like it. It does not really matter how long it takes, but we are here. We're not going to give up.
That was to confuse all of you.
Listen to this.
They even announced
Very good message.
that Ebubago is open for every Biafran youth who does not have a job, who does not have work. You must come and join Ebubago. That was to confuse you. That was not the real reason Ebubago was created. That was not the real reason Ebubago was created. Remember, when ESN was created, Miyetti Allah threatened IPOB and ESN. What did Miyetti Allah say? Miyetti Allah said that they are going to take over security in the southeast and all around the country. I don't know if we still remember that word. Miyetti Allah threatened and said that they are going to take over security in Biafra land and around the whole country. But people didn't get it. People thought it was an empty threat. No, it was not an empty threat. It was because plan is already on the ground. Ebubago was supposed to be set up, and once Ebubago has been set up with Biafrans as security personnel in Ebubago, then Miyetti Allah and the zoo government will now take over Ebubago and transform it into something powerful, into something deadly, which is what you are seeing now. I want you to follow me very, very attentively. Follow me very attentively, because if you don't follow me, you will miss it. But if you follow me, it will save your life, it will save lives. Because some of us in Biafra land are looking at Ebubago, even as I'm talking to you now, they are seeing Ebubago. But you are not seeing Ebubago. You are seeing something you don't know. That thing you are seeing there is not Ebubago. It is something you don't know. Ebubago is a code name. Ebubago is a code name. It was just to deceive you. Okay, we are forming a security outfit. The name will be called Ebubago. No, this is Mission Ebubago. It is a code name. What I am giving to you now is classified information. But of course, that's Nemebo Kotele. Yala. Because when you declassify a classified information, that information is null and void. Let's continue. So, when Ebubago was launched, they now use Biafrans in Biafra land, our youth who need something to do, who have no work. They invited them and pushed them into Ebubago. And when they pushed them in, listen to this. I want you to listen. When they pushed them into Ebubago, they had no sophisticated weapons. They had no sophisticated weapons. They had machete. Are you listening? Some of them have pump action. They had no AK-47, like a real gun. No. Machete, pump action, all these funny firearms, that the security uses. Why did they not release AK-47 into their hands? Because those are not the real people that were supposed to take over Ebubago. Those were intro. Those were to set the machinery in motion before the real guns come in. That's why they did not give them real weapon. So when Ebubago was set up and when Ebubago was launched, like a youth who just got a new job, they want to impress, of course, their master, to show them that they can do the job. They begin to misbehave here and there, begin to, do a lot of funny things. And then there was a cry out. There was a cry out from other governors saying Ebubago must not derail. I want you to underline that word. Must not derail. Ebubago must not derail. I'm just checking our time. All right. Ebubago must not derail. Why did they say Ebubago must not derail? Because remember, there was an agreement between Devomahi and the government. We are forming a security outfit that is going to look after Biafra land, protect lives and property. That was what he sold to them. But when these boys started, Devomahi began to dish out instruction to them. What was the instruction? Go after IPOB coordinators. Go after IPOB personnel. Anybody you see with anything Biafra, arrest them, molest them, assault them. That's what they started off with. I want to read this to you. So when they started doing that, some of the governors were not comfortable with what was happening, with what was going on. They sounded a warning and say Ebubago must not what? Derail. And as I'm talking to you now, not all the governors understand what is going on with Ebubago. It is only Dev Omahe, Hope Uzodimma, Mieti Allah, and the zoo government that knows exactly what and why Ebubago was set up and for what purpose. They saw a fulefu governors Sundi Beribe. They don't know. They don't know. For them, a security outfit has been created to look after Biafrans in Biafra land. That was what they thought. But that was not what they thought. I'm going into the thick of things now, and I want you to listen very carefully. I'm going into the real thick of things, and I want you to pay close attention, and I want you to listen very attentively. So what happened? When it becomes the time for them to now, transform Ebubago into the killer machine it was proposed for. I want us to listen very carefully. Pay close attention. Time has come now for them now to really unveil a Bubago, the real a Bubago, not that one that was filled with Biafran youth. Because those youth, you know, that started a Bubago, most of them are not even there anymore. Some are dead, some we don't know what they did with them, some have resigned, some have run away. So what did they do? They now announced that another Python dance, the one that just finished, if it is finished anyway, they begin to move machineries into Biafra land. We saw them moving armored cars, armored vehicles. They keep moving into Biafra land. We did not understand what is going to happening. Are you listening? The soldiers were coming in their tons, in their thousands into Biafra land. They announced that they have released about some thousands of soldiers to go into Biafra land to flush out IPOB, blah, 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 blah. Biafrans, pay close attention and please listen to me. Listen to me. What I'm telling you here is intel, is intelligence of a high class. What I'm telling you is 100% correct, accurate. But listen so you can be the judge if it does not make sense to you or not. So, when the soldiers were moved into Biafra land, remember, before our leader was detained, he told us they are coming. Our leader told us they are what? Coming. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before his incarceration, told us they are coming. He said, I know Fulani. They will come. They will come. And they came. And before our leader's incarceration, he urged us to start reading the book of Psalm. Some of you did not understand why we should read the book of Psalm. He said that after reading the book of Psalm, that something will happen. Some of us don't understand what he was saying. So we're thinking maybe after we finish reading Psalm, Biafra will be declared, this and that and that. He saw something coming, something evil, something that can wipe away our generation, something that can destroy Biafra land, something that can kill everybody in Biafra land. And our leaders said we should read the book of Psalm. Now I'm telling you, this is why we read the book of Psalm. Because if we did not read that book of Psalm, maybe the magnitude of what we are seeing now would have been tripled. It would have been yet another genocide that will wipe us away off the face of this planet they call Earth. So these soldiers, they came, they said they are coming for another Python dance. Then when they came, they begin to burn houses. You know the Nigerian army, how they operate. We know their modus operandi. Burn houses, kill people, go to the youth, burn houses. This is how Fulani operate. That's why they are called the Vandals. I don't know if you've heard Fulani being called the Vandals. That's why they are called the Vandals. Why are they called the Vandals? Because when they come into a village, they kill, they burn. They kill, they have to burn. They burn. So the two goes together and he ends them that name and that title, the Vandals. So they were killing. In all Biafra land, they were killing people. But what Biafrans failed to know, what Biafrans are not asking question is this, and I'm going to ask you right now, where are all those Fulani soldiers that came to Biafra land? Are they gone back? I'm asking you, Biafrans, those Fulanis that were floated into Biafra land for that Python dance, where are they? Have they gone back to where they come from? No. They're still in Biafra land. That was the plan. That was the secret you never knew. That those soldiers will come as Nigerian army. But they would disappear. They would dissolve into something else and still continue their killing and still continue their work. They were to come and never to go back. Thousands of soldiers that were sent into Biafra land to kill IPOB, to kill Biafrans, to burn down houses. Where are they? I'm asking you. Have any one of you spotted the convoy of the military going back to where they come from? Remember Python dance, the one that they invaded our leader's house, September 14th, 2017. Remember that Python dance? We knew when they were leaving. People saw them when they were leaving. In a convoy, they went back to where they come from. But I'm asking you now, these current soldiers that were pushed into our land, did you for one day saw them leaving Biafra land? I'm asking you. No, I'm sure you didn't. If you did, please tell me. Give me a call. Tell me that you saw them leaving. They did not go because they did not come to go. They came to occupy our land. But through a very, confusing and sly means that none of you will know. Remember, Ebubagu is already there, right? Ebubagu is there, lying low. Ebubagu was not this critical. Ebubagu was not this, brutal. No, Ebubagu was very slow, sluggish, no equipment, no firepower. But when these soldiers came, they killed, they burned houses. And there were outcry by the so-called politicians in Biafra land. There were outcry by our elders. There were outcry by international community. They relaxed. I said they relaxed. They begin to take off their military uniform. They take off their military uniform. They take a Ebubagu uniform. They put it on. Ebubagu decoded. They take out their military uniform. They take Ebubagu uniform. They put it on. You see all this Ebubagu you are seeing now. 90% of Ebubagu you are seeing now are Nigerian military. Camouflaged into Ebubagu. They did not go home. You're not going to see a situation whereby military in all their might again go into a village, burn down villages. No. What you're going to see is Ebubagu going into a village. The same modus operandi, the same way the military were doing it. And you'll be asking yourself, why is Ebubagu killing our people? I thought these Ebubagu people are also Biafrans. Why are they killing? No. No Biafran will kill a Biafran that way. It is because the people in Ebubagu are not Ebubagu, they are Nigerian military. Ebubagu decoded. Ebubagu is a code name. Ebubagu is not a security outfit. Ebubagu is an operational name. When a military want to embark on assignments on a project, they give it a name. It's called code name. So the code name they gave this is Ebubagu. It was not a security outfit. Omahi was to start the whole process. Omahi was to convince all other governors. I want you to share this broadcast. Make sure it gets to all looks and corner. Make sure they hear it so that they will know that we have decoded them. So that they will know that our M branch is the best. So that they will know that we are 7 steps ahead of them. I want to ask you, recent happenings whereby Ebubagu has gone to villages and caused mayhem. I want you to take it and then take the Nigerian army modus operandi. Compare the both. Is there any difference? Nigerian army will go into a village. They will kill people, they will rape the women, and they will burn down houses, and they will go. Right? They will even loot if there are valuables in that place. They will loot and then they go. This current Ebubagu now, what are they doing? The same thing, the same modus operandi. They go into a village, they loot, they kill, they rape, and they burn down. Do you really think that a Biafran will go into a village and kill people, rape women, and burn houses in his own land, in his own, even if cocaine, do you think a Biafran will do that? I'm asking you. I want us to wake up. In our brains are sleeping, Biafrans. I want us to wake up. And we keep on shouting, Ebubagu, no! Ebubagu is a code name. I said Ebubagu is a code name. Ebubagu is not a security outfit. Get it right. Ebubagu was a code name of an operation, a plan that started since 2015 by the Nigerian Zoo government. Dave Omahi was just there to set it up. And then they will come in and take over. As I'm talking to you now, Ebubagu is no longer under the control of Dave Omahi for information. Some of you who think that Dave Omahi is still running a Ebubagu show. It's not really true. He may have an input here and there. He can demand and say, I need 50 men, 100 men to go and do some job for me there and there. Yeah. But Ebubagu is 100% under the military of the zoo. 100% under the Nigerian army control. I am telling you. Those people you see wearing that clothes are not your people. These are Zoo people. These are Fulanis. They came as military with armored personnel, armored tankers. They came with all sort of assault rifle, AK-47, jet fighters, but they never left.
That was a very, very strong message. I received it, and I think it's worth our listening to. Because when I heard about Ebubago's creation, first of all, the first thing that came to my mind was, why do they need to create a security outfit when we already have an ESN? So what is the idea? You know, our people, we don't ask questions. You know, we just take things. Oh, they are creating Ebubago. They are launching it. Why are they launching it? For what? We already have an ESN that was made to protect our people. Then you bring in these people and say, oh, we are launching this one. What is the difference? Well, the question is, does it make any sense? Does it make sense to anybody? We already have an Eastern Security Network. Okay, let's say because it was created by Nnamdi Kanu. So what? Big deal. Take it over. Say, oh, okay, ESN now belongs to our people. Because that's the reason why they were created, to protect our people. Now you wake up and say, I want to launch Ebubago. Now, are you launching Ebubago to protect who? Or to fight the existing security? That's where it went. But if I can see they are wasting their time. Biafra is already there. For those who can see, those who can feel things, the feeling is there already. It does not matter when it's pronounced normally. Today we are Biafrans. Tomorrow we'll be Biafrans. Forever and ever Biafra is here. There is nothing anybody can do about it. They keep planning. Let them keep on planning. I like this cut of this broadcast. It's something I'm going to be airing here every time, because I want you people to listen. I want you people to use your brain to think. The people that are calling Ebubago, they are not Biafrans. These are Fulanese. That was why they were created in the first place. And Dave Umahi, I am wondering, what kind of human, you know, when you allow Satan, like I say, when darkness evades you, you can never get out of it, to be honest with you. So let us, somebody's trying to call. You don't call when we are talking. We're not ready yet. The land's so open, and so you'll be wasting your time, because I'm not going to pick up your call. So what we are saying in a nutshell is that these people that are killing, burning houses, raping women, they are not Biafrans, for God's sake. The name there, like our brother just said, is a coded name, Ebubago. They planned it, because from the first launching, you ask yourself, why do they need to launch a security outfit? We already have one they call ESN. So why do you need, and ESN were operating in the bush. They were not in the city, like they were molesting people, like killing anybody. No, absolutely not. We didn't even know who they are. They stay in the bush there to make sure that they take off these cows from our land. Now all of a sudden they're launching Ebubago to do what? To protect our people? Come on. It's not true. So that takes me to the next thing I want to talk about. Everybody's crying IPOB this, ESN that, Biafrans this, Biafrans that. One thing I want us to understand, and understand it very clearly, is that what is happening is expected. We are not expecting anybody to do otherwise. Abakari here said that IPOB and ESN are on campaign to destroy him. Police reported that. Who cares about you, Abakari? You're a criminal, common criminal. We don't care about you. You are nothing. We talk about bigger issues. The bigger things we talk about is the thing like the zoo, not you. Individually, you are not. Okay? Why should we waste our time on you? You committed a crime, so you go answer for it. But the only thing is that I keep on saying it, I don't trust these people, because this man is being charged for his role in defrauding people and all the rest of them. The FBI have indicted him, and they want to bring him to the US. Then all of a sudden, from nowhere, oh, he's involved in drug. The idea is that this whole thing is being cooked up. I am telling you, go market somewhere. But you know something? They are wasting their time. because they are dealing with the more intelligent people. We call them the United States of America. They're very strong in what they do. And you know something? Try him in Nigeria, call him a drug dealer, whatever you want to do with him, do with him. But you see something, he will come to this country to answer, unless he dies tomorrow. Maybe you can fake up that he has died, but how America can't go there, because they will always find out whether you are alive or not. All right, I have a story here. It says NDLA cannot charge Abba Kyari until he is dismissed. Why would the police hand him over without doing the needful? A script at play. It's exactly what I'm saying. There's a script. There's something that is written that we don't see. That's how we'll be talking about it, and people will not take us seriously until one day they'll find out the truth. Just like your president died on the sick bed, on brain surgery. He never woke up. He died, and they took him to Saudi Arabia and buried him there. Till today, Nigeria is still operating. The man there, they're calling him Buhari. We know. You can fool yourself, but like I said before, darkness doesn't last. It will stay there. One strike of matches, boom, take it off. Everybody's blaming Nnamdi Kanu. I read something that Lai Mohammed was saying, that everything was going well until Nnamdi Kanu came out of nowhere. Nigeria was doing very well economically, but today our president cannot even go to the United States. Of course, he's not your president. If that man steps here, they will arrest him. They know. So he cannot play that game here. You are not Buhari. You are going to jail. Let him come. They can come now. They found out. They just gave them the benefit of the doubt when Trump was here. Trump knew he wasn't. He just allowed him, say, go. Next time you come here, you'll be in trouble. And everybody knows that. He's not coming. They can never come here because they don't have a president. The man that they have there is not Buhari. So let me read this story because it's very interesting. It says, Tafa Balogun was arrested, handcuffed, and jailed for corruption by the Nigerian government. Abba Kyari was involved in fraud and wanted by FBI. The police authorities set up a panel and delayed the process for months and end up shielded him from dismissal and prosecution, even after gathering evidence linking him to Hush Puppy, who is facing trial. Just listen to this story. Very interesting, very thoughtful. While we were waiting for Nigeria Attorney General to start extradition at NDLA, Nigeria came up with a video alleging that Abba Kyari was involved with drug barons while on suspension. Listen to that word. He was suspended, and then he's involved. Somebody who is suspended for such a serious event, you think he will have the morals and the guts to even think of making any more money and getting involved in drug? You are not talking to, anyway, you are talking to idiots, 200 million idiots that will always pay attention to your hulu. This is a game. I said it from the beginning, and we're not going to give up on it. They declared him wanted, and within hours, the police authority issued a press release that Abba Kyari and others have been arrested and handed over to NDLA Nigeria. You see, they keep on manufacturing. Because I saw it. She's declared wanted, and so quickly, immediately, not a couple of hours, he was already arrested. The same NDLA that have all evidence video where Abba Kyari was bribing his way out are now silent. No mugshots, no court, no prosecution. It's unfortunate we have different laws in Nigeria, and any sane person not angry about this need a mental test. Yep. The story just ended. Medical need a medical test. The story ended, but it didn't end up well. I was still expecting him to say more things on this. You see, not because this is an interesting story to us. The story to me, I am talking about him because he's talking about me. He's talking about IPOB, that is me. He's talking about ESN, that is me. He's accusing me of being his problem. That's why I'm going into this. Otherwise, we'll let them. We know that this is a game. It's a script that has been written. Let us create a distraction, because you cannot imagine that somebody who's involved in such a serious case with the FBI and was suspended in August, all of a sudden, this is just January or February, is accused of getting involved in drug. You think he has the moral sense to even get himself in any criminal anything within this period that he's on suspension? No. They made up this story. They made it up. It's a script that is written. And this script has been written for those of us who don't think, who don't want to actually think properly and know that this is a game. It's a game that they are playing, and the game is not going to last. It's going to take them anywhere. We know very well that he is guilty of everything that he's accused of. There's no doubt about it. We don't have any doubt in our mind. But still reminding you that very, very important, come April 7th, the eating of Nama, cow meat, not cow meat per se, but Nama particularly, because we have our own cow meat in our local cow. We have our own goats, which is local. So what we are saying is that Nama is totally, completely banned from Biafra land come April 7th. No matter what anybody says. We have had enough time. The butchers, the people that think that Nama is what killing of animals is what they chose as a profession, that is okay. That's cool. We are not condemning them. But what we are saying is that from April 7th in our land, there will be no eating of Nama in any shape or form. Anybody who's found doing that, whether you call it threat or not, we are saying it seriously that we don't want it in our land. These people bring in these cows to destroy us. They bring in these cows to make sure that they kill our people, they rape our women, they kill our children, they do whatever they like to do, all in the name of one country, which we are not part of. We are Biafrans and we don't want it in our land. That is the story, and that everybody has to know that.
From 7th
April 2022,
the selling and eating of Nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land.
Be warned.
All right, you have been warned. That's a straight warning. That's a straight warning that is coming in, and we know that the eating of Nama is banned in Biafra land from the 7th day of April. You make sure that you don't take part, you don't participate in it, because you are eating poison anyway. I don't even know why anybody should be warning you not to eat this animal, this thing that they bring in here that called Nama. It's poison. It's poison for us. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Very soon I will open up the line for us to have conversations. You have listened to the announcement about the Bubago. I want you to stress on it. I want you to talk about it. I want you to make sure that our people is sink in their brain that the people that are killing them and raping their wives and their children and their nieces and cousins and killing their families and burning down houses especially. This is the modus operandi of the Nigerian army. That's what they do. They're trying to create an IDP for us, but because even if a whole village is evacuated, there are people in subsequent villages that will give them accommodation. So if you're thinking that you're going to do this because we're going to eventually become those in the IDP like your brothers and your sisters in the north, well, that's not going to happen. So what we are saying in a nutshell is that we want people to understand that the people doing this are Fulanese, not the Bubako, not Biafrans. Biafrans will not do all that. The government or the governors, they came out, they said they are creating a Bubago under control of Dave Umahi. And he is the one that is so much into wanting to become president, so much that he does not give a damn if after killing everybody he becomes president and rules only the animals. For him it doesn't matter, but you are wasting your time. I know, they say that uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. When you look at it, are you people happy with yourselves? Do you sleep at night? The truth is that as long as you're struggling to do this, what you are doing, you can never have peace. Never. Peace has loaded you, sleep has loaded you, can't sleep at night, can't sleep very well. Any little panic, you're not even sure of sleeping in the same room twice in a day. Or in a single day. You can sleep in this room today and sleep maybe in the boys' quarter tomorrow. On the next day, you are jumping the fence. They're taking you to somewhere where you're going to pass the night. Is that a life? Is that a life? Do you call that living? Maybe to you it is, but to people like us who are free birds, when we say free birds, we want to fly. We want to give them the chance to fly to anywhere and go anywhere and stay anywhere. We don't have a problem. I personally don't, honestly. My community where I grew up, there was a time there was a crisis there and everything. People were like, why are you sleeping here? They are looking for you. They're going to, I said, forget about it. You can always plan that the protector of the real person that is protecting you is your creator, nobody else. Or medicine, or doctor, or pastor, or priest, or if the time never reach. It's very funny because I told somebody the other day, I said there is something about this life is that when you think so much about it and take it very seriously, that's when you want to get away. How would I put it? That's when you think that somebody's worrying you. But if you are a free bird, believe me, you're so happy with yourself, you don't give a shit what nobody's doing. You don't care what nobody says, as long as nobody give water and you know that you know what you are doing. What we are doing, Biafra, for me, has been something that I didn't start it today. I started as a youth, as a child. I believed in it. I did it in the first time. That was physical. The conversation became microphone, and I don't even know how I ended up on this broadcast because I never in my life thought I would be able to sit down on the mic. I know I use the microphone quite a lot as a singer in a band, yes, but not politically. As is surprising, most of my friends have called me, oh boy, now wow, this is your transition. They call it transition. I said I didn't transit from anything. It's the same thing. When I was singing, I wasn't singing for you to go and kill anybody. I was singing love songs. And love is part of the name of the creator of the universe. So when I sing it, there is the same thing that I'm doing now. What I'm sending out is message of love also. I am not asking you to go and kill anybody. I'm only cautioning you. Somebody who wants you to be very, very careful, to tell you what the enemy is trying to do to you, is talking love, honestly. There's nothing wrong with it. So what we are saying is that Biafra is here to stay. If they think that what we are saying is not something, let them keep pointing fingers. They are pointing, everybody is pointing finger. Everybody, every criminal is now blaming everything, the predicament on IPOB or ESN. They have the right to do that. Because how can you justify what you're doing without blaming somebody else? It's not me, forgetting that when you're pointing one finger at somebody else, the other four are pointing towards you. He's telling you, hey, check yourself out because you are part of this problem. So whatever anybody is doing, we are up there. We are going to excel. There's nothing any of you can do to stop us.
Lawyer that may go and meet a judge like Nicodemus at night to say, help me. I fight my own in court frontally. This case is bad.
That's it. The case is bad and they're going to lose. They already started losing anyway. There are no two ways about it. We are here to take our country back. We are not taking what doesn't belong to us. We are not trying to fight you to take over your land. We are asking you to please leave our land. We are struggling to keep our own land. That's all we are doing. So there are no two ways about it. Biafra is here for us. And my brothers, please take very, very heed warning about the announcement about the Bubago. It's very, very important for you to understand that these people, they are not Biafrans. There are soldiers from Nigeria, from the zoo, are coming to use the name Bubago to kill our people. So we have to really know that there's no need for us to pretend as if we don't know. Because the Bubago, first of all, why did they create them? They created them for this purpose, for what they are doing right now. That's why they were created. If they were not, there was no need to create them when we had ESN, Eastern Security Network. So why would they boldly come and say, okay, we are creating a Bubago? You are launching a Bubago for what? What is it for? To protect what? You already have an ESN that was going to protect your people, and then you are creating another outfit for the same protection. Are you not making? Are you trying to create a clash between two standing forces, two people that are doing the same thing? Are supposed to be parallel lines. There was even no need for that. What you could have done is, okay, these Biafra youths, all right, you join ESN and get trained and become part of it. That's it. No, you didn't do that. What you did, you created a name and allowed the Fulanis to come in, because that's what they paid you to do. You are doing everything to please your masters so that you can become the next president of the zoo, as if it's such a great office that anybody would want to belong to. No. ESN is there to protect us. It's our thing. That's our creation. That's our own. There's nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. The lines are open for you. You can make your calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Please be emphasized. Be sure of what we are talking about. We are talking about Ibubago being fake. Ibubago is Fulani soldiers that have come to destroy you, that have come to kill you. They are not here to protect you in any shape or form. I want you to know that this is a very, very clear thing. The idea why they were created was to fight you people and destroy you as much as they can. And they are doing that. That's why they are burning down your houses. That's why they are making sure that they rape our women, our children. That is not what we are doing here. So what we are saying is that you should have to bear it in mind. I have a call. Let me take this as the first call today. First caller, good morning. On straight line, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Yes, Mazi, good afternoon for here, my big brother.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my brother. My brother is your brother with calling from UK. Mazi, I appreciate you for coming out to educate Biafrans. And then I appreciate our leader, Maduka, anywhere you are. I say my ancestors guide and protect you. Biafrans all over the whole world that are fighting assiduously. I salute you. Mazi, let me first say, the person that is calling you and then he didn't listen to your submission before he start calling. These are idiot set of people. You have to listen to the moderator. When you open his line, then you call him. Understand the information that he's giving you first. It's very important. Mazi, you know we are under oath. We don't lie. You know this information you just give by brother Mazi IYKE. I never heard about it until now. I know you always come on broadcast. Sometimes I didn't listen his broadcast. Now this information you just said now is very, very vital. Very information that Biafrans need to know. Ima, our leader, let me borrow his word. He always say, Ima, we shouldn't take care of but you remember when he always said it?
Yes.
Our people, this information that Mazi IYKE Peter play now, do you not play with it? Mazi, I never heard about it. But immediately now, I have passed it to one of our moderators. Share it and use it as a broadcast to our people. You can play it. I beg on him. You can play it and go and sell your market. Just put it because he's a well-known somebody in social media. Put it there. Go out and do your own thing. Let our people hear it. Let our pass it to other IPOB gatekeeper and social media so that they can hear it. It's very, very important because we never know. No. Do you know that? Our people got this information. I was even listening to this and I was like, what the hell is going with these people in our land? These governors say that but these people are not Igbo people. I have been saying it that these politicians in our land, now at Chineke, these people are not Igbo people. How can I stay and watch people come to Biafra land and kill your own people and burn their property? If you only will not make an do you know every day I wake up? Do you know the pain I feel for seeing these people burn the property of our people? But I have discussed with our people that all guys very soon. It will not bear we fight these people now. All guys we fight these governors them. Somebody said we should relate to how to burn their properties back, to destroy their property. No, we will do it, but check them, fight them. We have to fight these people. Although I am fighting with these people, we are about to die. Now, you see, Mazi, before I drop, do you know that this Abakari, let me tell our people, information is coming, is popping up about this Abakari. Do you know, I am saying it now in this radio, pass this information. If you know your family that Abakari have threat for not to speak up, come out now in Radio Biafra and tell the whole world, because Abakari killed a lot of evil businessmen and took away their properties and their car. Mazi, what I'm telling you now is pure information. I am calling those people that Abakari threatened that if they speak up, those their family, Abakari destroy most of our businessmen, both the ones he took over their house for them to sign, both the ones he took over their car. Mazi, Abakari committed a whole lot of crime in Igbo.
Yes, sir.
Our people, I'm telling you the gospel truth. Not even Abakari committed Abakari committed genocide more than Hitler. Now, you know, our people don't even know. Do you know this? Let me tell our people. FBI did not even want Abakari only for this money laundering. No. Every American government wants Abakari for information they have about the atrocity committed in Biafra. Let me tell our people now. I am telling you, that is why the Nigerian government don't want to release him. That is why I said they will. If he is not there, they will now open all the hope. When I told you that America have cameras in our land, forget about. They know all these things that is happening. They have everything atrocity Abakari. Ask yourself, those you know that somebody begin to say that those 7,000 pennies they find in China, where did it come from? Do you know that Abakari have where is butcher yard, where is butchering Igbo people? Mazi, what I'm telling you, you know we don't lie. Even this our brother they call Levis. Believe you me, information is coming up. You know we don't support back, and we know that one. But the information coming up that guy is not a kidnapper. The Abakari set him up. But let that one stay by the side. Do you know that Abakari, the one that is telling me, they said Abakari killed a lot of Igbo businessmen and tell their family to shut up.
There were.
But we have made it clear to British government that we know that this is a bargain. You engineer this Nigerian government to put it this way. But our embrand have we tell them that we know that this is a bargain. Is British government hand on the we are dead already, like I said. I'm just waiting for this. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
There well, thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We still taking calls here and 646920451. I have one coming in. Let's take this one on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Turn down your listening device, please. Go ahead, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I have done it, my veteran. Mazi IYKE. You?
Go ahead. Your line is open, sir.
Your presenter. Okay. What I want to say. These are so-called our people should know that if we can understand what the leader said. Do you know that when they formed Omoteku, our leader wrote a letter for that will protect.
I don't know why your line is not connecting.
Do anything.
Go ahead.
Our leader wrote a letter to the governors and the Eastern region politicians to form a security network that will protect our people from Fulani terrorists, headers. Do you know that they did not reply that letter to our leader?
Yes.
And they played their ear. For years, it took years before ESN now in March. Every anytime Dave Umahi will come out online, they say they are about to launch security. Once they see that ESN has launched to protect our people, they now went and go and bring a Bubago. Now went and bring a Bubago. Could we remember when Omoteku come out? The Nyeti Allah said that they will give Omoteku people security men. Omoteku, the Yoruba reject it.
Yes.
And those people that they say they have security all over Federation, that they will use it. Our gullible and useless governors accept it. For them to become and clean our people, those that they push during those COVID, during those lockdown, they are the people they push that are killing our people today. And the Ohanese cannot speak. The kings in our cannot speak. The clergymen and women cannot speak. The market and business people cannot speak. Even the students in those days where we are still in school, we come out and we talk. And I cannot imagine today the student has no mouth again. The student cannot speak again in all these atrocities that are happening. Where are the students? Where are the Alutas? Aluta cannot speak. Imo State chapter cannot speak. Abia State, Ebonyi, Anambra State, River State. None of the student union can stand up and speak. And they are killing the youth. To the extent they went to Ipsu and kill somebody. The military went to Ipsu and kill somebody. And the student union keep quiet. The people rigging this election, is it not the professor? Is it not the lecturers are rigging the election for all these looters, all these useless politicians to come on power? Today, you people are on strike. You people are going on strike, but you people are the one giving them. If you even do something, the whole professor in university and the lecturers in university, they are 80% of the problem we are having in Nigeria. They have 80% of the problem because they lead these people into power as a returning officer, and they keep on doing this thing every day. How much are they paying them as a salary? 35,000 naira. In a year, it's not up to. In a year, it's not up to 5. It's not up to 500,000 naira. What they pay them, and how much one senator are going home with? Professor, shame to you people. Lecturers in our university, shame to you people. You people are idiots. You people are rubbish. These politicians are doing this thing. I think the time for their property. We know their properties because and we know their houses. They are not living in air. They bleed the way we bleed.
Yes.
They are not living in air. They have creation and relatives all over. So I want you to stop pretending. If they ask me just close to me, I will call their properties. I will call their properties where they have. I will call where David Umahi has in River State. I will call his property because he lived in River State before he became PDP state chairman. I will call things he has in River State, the ones I know. The same thing to Ojo Okalo. I will call the things he has. So when the hunters will hold them back, they will stop. That is where I will stop for now.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you. God bless you very much. All right, thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. We're also on Skype. The Skype line is 845-283-9665. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Dr. Mazi IYKE.
There we
Mazi IYKE. My name is Michael Israel.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi IYKE, continue to strengthen you for the good work that you are doing to restore our nation. And Mechukwu continue to strengthen our leader, my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Elohim continue to strengthen him, continue to give him more wisdom, because we know that he has already defeated his enemies. And any humanity, any person that is wishing him death, or wishing this wonderful family, IPOB, which have come to break the black people on the face of this planet Earth. Anybody that is wishing IPOB to crumble, may your generation crumble, may your family crumble, and may your life crumble in the name of Gabiama.
You see?
He said. Mazi IYKE, before I drop, you know, the clip that you played, the message of our brother Mazi IYKE, you know, that message preached it all. So it's left for those that have ear, let them hear. Because I don't know, I don't see anyhow that even, I don't even know how to make, what will I say again on that clip, Mazi? Because Mazi IYKE opened everything up, he tear them for the person that have eyes to see. So it's left for our people to see and to listen. And the Mazi, because Ebubago, you know, our leader was shouting it, our leader said it, and the Mazi IYKE Hana, there's now, was ya toto. So those that have ears, let them do what? Let them hear.
Yep.
Mazi, that is what I want to say, number one. And Abakiari, Mazi, you know that Abakiari Chukwokike, who is Elohim that called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for this struggle and for the restoration of Biafra. Now, Abakiari, we know that the hand of Chukwokike is in this struggle that not any human being born of a flesh can do to stop the Biafra restoration.
Yes.
And any Biafran personality that this Fulanis, this Janjaweed, anyone that you kill Biafra land, you must pay for it, I tell you. And you know, Mazi, you know, our leader said it. He said, God will do something to Nigeria, even anybody who is fighting Biafra. When you see what is happening, how to put them are we dealing with Nigeria, when you see a Biafra, you will be running.
Yeah.
Our leader said it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. He said, when you see a Biafra, when Chukwokika will bring the destruction upon Nigeria and any personality fighting Biafra. He said, Chukwokika will deal with that Nigeria, with that personality. Even you, when you see a Biafra, you will start running. And that is how it's going to be.
Yes.
Abakiari will face his own judgment. Because Mazi IYKE on the side of Abakiari, how many some days they have been coming? What you have said, like America, we know now, you know, they are not like the zoo. So that side is bygone.
Yeah.
And what I want to say lastly before I drop, you know, on Wednesday, when I was listening to you, Mazi IYKE, I was happy when our brother Igbaniboye, that comes from the Calabari province in Biafra, he said that the Iguacha FM in that side area where they are, that it is on Mazi. I was happy. And also, I want to thank our engineers, Mazi Okeforin Ekeroroke. He continued the good work that he's doing because he is doing the work of Elohim Chukwokika.
Yes.
And Mazi, the side we are, that I am in Iguacha, I know that they are working because enemies, they come to take over our radio, which have been explained, so we know. So I'm pleading on them, let them work so that we on this side on Iguacha will receive Radio Biafra from FM live, because Mazi, we have suffered, honestly, we have suffered forgetting how to get information, Mazi. So I will leave it here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984. On Signal, the Signal line is 845-283-9665. Principal Officers line 929-406-9953. All right, the message that was sent about Ibubago is something that you need to put into serious thinking. Understand that these people are not part of us. Anytime you see Ibubago, do not think you're seeing Biafrans. No, you are seeing Fulani men that were brought in by Dave Umahi and his group to terminate our people, to go after us. Because why would they want to create Ibubago if we already had an ESN that was security network that was supposed to take care of our people? But no, they just brought in this Ipob just to distract us, just to make sure that we get away from what they are supposed to be doing, protecting our people. So we are not get to what they are doing, but we're just warning every Biafran to be aware of this. And I know that we are mind conscious people. We are people that think quite a lot. We might be there, but we are not foolish. We might keep quiet and about certain things until they are overemphasized for us. We want you to understand that these people were not created to be of any service to anybody. They were created there just to come in and do exactly what they are doing now. But unfortunately, maybe like our brother said, some of the Fulefu governors did not really see it coming, because they allowed Dave Umahi to have his way, and they do whatever he has to. He's trying to do very well, make sure that you get our people confused and do the killing, which they are already doing. But we are not actually very perturbed, because we know that we are eventually going to excel. After all said and done, no matter what they do, no matter what direction they follow, we are always going to win in the end. I have a call on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? All right, let's take another call. It's not talking. The line is open for you. I have a call on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line, are you there? What's wrong with this line? The lines are open, but nobody's talking. Let's see. Caller on straight line, are you there? The line is still open. You're not talking. All right, I have to cut you off and then take another one. Another call is coming in on the WhatsApp line. Caller on WhatsApp, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? All right, the line is still off. Now they're coming back. Some people are playing with the line. If you want to make a call, when you place a call, please pay attention. If I call you twice or three times and you're not saying anything, all I need to do is cut you off and then take somebody else. Caller, good morning. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Oh, wow, it's unbelievable. I don't know what's going on. All right, so let's keep going, because the people on the line, the three lines are not talking. The lines are open for them. They are not saying anything to me, and I don't think I want to stay there and waste my time with them. So what I would need to do is go back again and emphasize on the importance of the message sent out by our brothers, Kichwono and Ipob. It's very, 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 very pertinent that we listen, that we pay attention, that we do not just fold our hands and stay there and then allow these people to be coming to our land. But you know something? No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we will eventually excel. Let me take another try of this call and see if it's going to work. Caller on WhatsApp, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi IYKE.
Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Okay, thank you very much.
Turn down your listening device, please.
My name is Chukwu Emmanuel.
Your listening device is on, sir. Turn it off. Turn it down, so I don't want to be repeating my voice on the system.
Hello.
Welcome to the program. Please turn out your listening device. Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Let me take another one. When calls are coming in, I don't want people. Caller, good morning. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I'm here, Mazi Peters. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I thought you have somebody online already before me.
Yeah, somebody was. It's not talking.
Okay.
It's listening. Okay. Turn down your listening device. That's why I keep shouting. So, go ahead, sir. Tell us.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, sir. Thank you for having me, Mazi Peters. Thank you for standing strong in what you believe. Mazi, allow me to appreciate you and do the fearless leader. I say, may his days belong on this earth. Mazi, my name is Mother Buchmara. I call to, contribute my quota because our people that spoken since our brother in the morning, watching everybody have contributed a wonderful, meaningful contribution today and in the morning. Mazi, what I want to say is this bag we are talking about. Mazi, all this gang, they are SARS. When they say NSAS, all of them run away, run somewhere to hide. Now devil might gather them again and bring them to Biafra land and form them as a Bubagi. All of them, they are SARS. They are SARS gang. Like this Abakari we are talking of. As one of your first caller this morning said, he said Abakari is afraid, not afraid of the fraud that they have with this horse puppy. He is afraid for the crime that they committed in Biafra land. That's why this man is now, pointing hand and crying foul that IPOB, ESN, and Biafra, they are behind his predicament, which is not true. It's what they have committed. He's chasing him. And I assure you, Mazi, I know America, they will not leave him alone. They must extradite him to America. He must come to America, whether you like it or not. Like what you says now, the Concord story that he is involved in a drug issue. That one concerns them. Whether he involved or he not involved, what we know is they must extradite him to America. You see all this something that woman pass that be selling. If you go to China, you see our Biafrans pennies. They are selling it as they are selling pepper soup. Where did they come from? It's Abakari, his gang. That is what they are doing. They come to Biafra to kill our people just to sell their body parts for money. So you will face the rot. If you do evil, you receive evil. If you do good, you receive good. As our leader said to him, he said, you Abakari, you will leave Biafra land in shame. He thought that the man is joking. Now he can see it. Nothing our leader said that never come to pass. He told him, he said, you will not leave Biafra land peaceful, you will live in Biafra land in shame. And that man must be shamed. I want America to take him so that he may call all the whole of his member, the gang member that is involved in this crime. Crime is crime. Now, before I drop, let me emphasize what people says about this. They say they don't want our leader to change his clothes because they brought Isiago. They mean Isiago ties. That is fearful something. So that's why they did not allow him to change his clothes. Now I want to say something here. I don't know. This is my opinion. As we abandon Fulani cow in our Biafra land, I want our DOS HOD to also look into this. We want to stop and ban also. You see this Fulani attires, Fulani danchiki, like a devil man wear it. We will ban it in Biafra land. Nobody will wear it again. Let us put stop for all this madness. As they say, our leader will not change clothes because they bring our traditional wear. That because of that, they will not allow him to change his clothes. The same way we are going to attack them. They will never wear anything like this danchiki in our Biafra land again. We will ban them. As they ban our own, we will surely ban their own. Mazi, that's what I want to contribute this afternoon. Thank you for having me and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your contribution. That's wonderful idea. I buy that too. Yeah, if they don't, Bubago, talk about traditional wear, Isiago, I just ordered it. I told you guys, I ordered it. Maybe my next, the person promised me that it's almost ready, so they're going to send it to me. I never wear those dresses, but you know something? Since it is something that is giving them sleepless nights, I am going to introduce it to myself and wear it and see, because I don't know, these people are idiots that think that the way you dress is a problem for them. Call out Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program, Mobila.
Yeah, Mazi, do you know, before I go on, I want to ask you, can you continue to give our leader more strength, more wisdom? And then I will go to how much you can do it. Oh, Joshua, it is a long answer. God, can you tell us how many days? But I will many. Don't square the Korea, opposition kind of for now. When you do the Manahach Koga, they say, no, the only because of sometimes in our people always hearing actually. So a lot of people always hearing the Facebook issue. This is why that bring this already Biafra to you to tell ourselves, tell our truth by ourselves, not for Facebook. You see, this platform that we can cure our problem, this platform that we can resolve our problem. We do this really better, we tell the whole world what is going to happen, what is in our own our parents. Through this really better, we explain ourselves here. But our people, other people is always to go to Facebook and here they say. Let everybody join this radio Biafra, follow this radio Biafra, morning and night and evening. A lot of new message in that button, and if you don't listen, you can know what we are doing. But some people go to Facebook and listen to this Facebook. Those Biafra and those not Biafra, they inside Facebook watching the people mouths. But advising them this afternoon, let everybody put this radio Biafra for your shop, for your where you are working. In Biafra, you go for the name FM. If you don't want to zoom people to know you that you are listening to Radio Biafra, put earpiece. Let that money that you want to consume for the Facebook people that are making money for Facebook. Let take the money and put data for Radio Biafra app. Put your earphone. Listen to Radio Biafra gospel that you can know. You can open your eyes from this Radio Biafra. It can help you. Not every day you are reading Facebook. And having confusion, after we have confusion, we come to our meeting, tell us you don't know what we are doing, we don't know what we are doing. Advise people to go to Radio Biafra. That place you can get the information that you want to pass for your members. It's very, very important. And that's it. We share Ghana, Kokana, Paramida. The Buhari, they are going to the Easter guy. I don't know. Easter guy. But Easter guy, I mean, but Easter guy, because the also Buhari is Easter guy. All of the entire pushing challenge. This is why this happened. Why organize our own contradiction? They want to say our tradition. How is it? So maybe she's here is now doing zero. How is she guy? We don't have about the Basan get one. All Pola who can have watching to sit the Ramata Chile. Okana Bajuri, sit the Bokana Boshi, Sikoya Ramata Chile. Even $1 for Shopone or Hanede, every time I assemble again one day. I was supposed to have I was supposed to have 1 day to but when I have a potato now.
That's right.
Because now change your business. Where they can say if you join your government, because change any business will come one side because any of the money contribute one grants consume I don't put when you change man change all possible do it nobody who can have before I am a hero who can this afternoon.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. This is very good. Now that brings me back to Bubago, whatever they are doing. You know that the way the army operates is burning down houses. They are very good at it. They go into you, they carrying petrol, they carrying matches, but to set your place ablaze. They have been doing that from time, and they have never changed. So when you see a Bubago and you say it's a Bubago, they are burning down houses. It's the army. Exactly this day, it's exactly today, February 18, 1997, or What am I talking about? In history, the 18th day of February 1977 was when the military burned down Fela's house. You remember? For those of you who are old enough to remember. The army, that's what they do. They burn down houses. They take patrol. And Osimo Obasanjo even said then he was an unknown soldier. You know, unknown soldier. Yeah, they do that. So today they have not changed. A tiger cannot change its spots. No matter how you buff a tiger, the spots will always be there. These people are soldiers. They are answering Ibubago, but they are still operating the same way that they know how. They know how to burn down houses. They know how to rape women, how to kill children. That's all they do. So our people should be very cautious and understand that this so-called Ibubago, that they are answering Ibubago, they are absolutely not our people. These are soldiers, Fulani soldiers, you know, Boko Haram that has translated into the army, and they bring them in and call them Ibubago. Caller, good morning. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling.
Yeah, Mazi IYKE, good afternoon from here.
There.
Thank you. Mazi, I salute your courage. I remain your brother, Mazi Emmanuel. I'm calling from Paris. I come from Arondi Zog in Imo province. Mazi, just like in addition to what our brothers has been contributing, I just want to say that, Mazi, if we can recall our brain, the time Ike Kwelemmadu went to Germany for New Yam Festival, if you can recall the type of wear that he was wearing that day, and on that his wear, you can see the elephants and all manner of animals on that his very attire that day. But because it was the zoo emblem, they never saw it as anything. He was so proud to be wearing it as a Nigeria politician. But when it comes to the one that his ancestors has been known with, they shy away from it. Do you know that if it's not the margin of IPOB, Mazi, nobody has all this Isiagu we are talking about people has been scaring away from it. A lot of our people, they don't even wear it.
Yeah.
Our people are always good in imitating from others. You don't see Dave Umahi, the way he's dressing all the time. You can never see him in his own Igbo attire. You can never. Always the attire of the Fulani, his masters. So, Mazi, when you look at all these people you are seeing today in our land, just like the previous caller said, these people are SARS. Those people who are murdering people in Imo province and in Biafra land, they are all SARS people recruited to be murdering our people, selling their pass to the Chinese people. Do you see the kind of things that we are passing through? Do you see? And none of all these people who are parading themselves, none of them are saying anything. Mazi, before I drop, you see one thing with a saboteur. A saboteur will be doing his work to the detriment of his own people. To the detriment of his own people. And when everybody starts dying, you can never hear the saboteur say any word or say anything to your own favor. You will even find him countering people who are trying to, show light on what is going on.
That is the work of a saboteur. That is the work of all these infiltrators in our land and all these warrant chiefs that fool everywhere. Mazi, I am very, very sad, but we shall continue and we must continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, there. Seeing something here that's catching my interest anyway. I don't know. Sometimes I don't get involved in this, but it says Oju Sokalo is saying that if IPOB succeeded in making me not to become president in 2023, I will also hinder Biafra independence. I'll sit down, Akwan. You are talking nonsense if I should say that, because you're not going to be, obviously, you're not going to be president. You know that today, tomorrow, any day, no Igbo man is going to be president. And even if they are president, they are on their own. So all of you should fight yourself. You know, they will bring out a glove and give all of you to fight yourself out and see whoever is going to become the president, because you'll be wasting your damn time. We're not interested in who becomes the president of the zoo anyway. What we're interested in is referendum. Give us referendum and let us decide whether we want to remain with you guys or whether we want to fly. If you give us the referendum and you win, we stay. If we win, we go. It's as simple as that. The information that what we are asking for is not out of place. It is normal. That's what is done in any normal society for people to decide. Even housewife in the house, husband and wife, they might decide, you know something, this union is not going to work, so let us go apart. That's what they have, what they call divorce court. Divorce court is there to take care of this. So what we are saying in our own case is, we don't want to go to no court. All we want you to do is give us the chance for once to declare that we want to remain in that zoo called Nigeria. So when they're saying me something like this, somebody just emailed it to me, say, if IPOB succeed in making me not to become president in 2023, I will also hinder Biafra independence. You won't be alive to even talk about. When Biafra comes in, all of you will be on the run. We are waiting. There's no doubt about it. I have no doubt in my mind. So keep doing everything you're doing it now, because Biafra is going to be a holy land. No evil man will be allowed to step into Biafra. That's for sure. That is obvious. That is something that we know that is going to happen, and we're not going to relent on it. So, ready, I have a call coming in on the principal officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on principal officer's line. Your line is open. You're not talking. All right. The lines seem to be open and nobody wants to talk. Let us continue. We must continue. So let's talk about the same issue about that our brother Ikechukwu narrated very well, explained very well. The case of Ibubago, that those things you see there, I call Ibubago, they are not our people. They are Fulanis that have been recruited and given a new name. That's why they know how to kill and burn down houses, which is Nigerian Army modus operandi.
Hello?
All right, caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good morning, Mazi IYKE.
There we go.
Yeah, my name is Zemana. The school cousin, I bless you for the good work you are doing for Biafra.
There we go.
And for the Edubatoro, for the Mazi IYKE who have been recruited into Edubatoro to be coming to our land to be committing the crime like burning our houses and rendering our people rendering our people houseless, you know. These people, they are all recruited by our governors, and our senators are there, all of them from A to Z. They are there watching what is happening. None of them is saying anything, none of them is talking. Now that IPOB have warned them, and warned them seriously, to desist from burning our houses, to desist from making our people homeless, to desist from trying to establish a IDP camp in our places. None of them will talk. Now, these people, these people cannot power. Our people cannot tell them, none of them will talk. When you come out to counter them, when you come out to revenge, when you come out to make sure we protect our land, they will always come out and be blaming the people who are trying to save their lives. Sometimes begin to reason what is happening in our land. Why we not even talking about the economy? Can we just leave these people? At least for 1 month to go, can we what is going on in our land? How can our governors, all our governors recruited who are Mazi Allah? Mazi Allah, the first worst organization in the world. They recruited them to be coming in Biafra land, to be burning our house, to be killing our people, and our senators, our House of Reps, the so-called governors, they all keep calm and be working and be looking at us in the name of the IPOB, without knowing that these people are killing Biafra, these people are killing heroes. In the IPOB, all of them will they will say IPOB will do this, IPOB will do that. But now that the Mazi Allah terrorist organization are wiping our villages, nobody will talk. Because by the time these people will finish killing the people they are killing in their villages, they will go after all these politicians one by one. But by the time will come when they will cry. And I believe that by the time we start to repair them, then all these governors, all these politicians, all these senators, and all of them who kept scam, they will have their conscience to be showered. Thank you, Mark, for giving me this opportunity.
Well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. I'll take a very short recess and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned.
On the 25th of September 1965, the great king was born. The rising son of Africa, the greatest king that ever lived. Other kings they come before them, tell us give only them put us chains for handling. We don't suffer yes they go. But when them born this king, we get hope says some go right again. Muhammad he will bring us freedom. The only king the way the prophesy coming long ago. Muhammad he will bring us freedom. Now the Kanu not the name of this the king will be talk about you. Muhammad he will bring us freedom. The day when this king was born, we did celebrate he will bring us freedom. Biafra Kunibola no Babo. Yama every lover of freedom, them they sing this song. Yama the wish Nnamdi Kanu long life and Biafra. No matter tough circumstance, we go set me free.
All right, I'm back again. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Hello, Mazi. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi IYKE. Good afternoon. My name is Paul, calling from Gabon. Mazi, I'm been hearing the analysis since you started this broadcast. Mazi, you are doing a wonderful job for the Biafrans around the world. HPOKK, protect you and your entire family. And I'm calling on my mighty Father to protect our leader. Every day, our leader, anywhere our leader goes, anything he touches, protect him and protect his family. And Biafrans around the world must understand that the war has started in Biafra land. This nonsense, this Nigerian government is doing, sending military to the east, doing this, doing that. Why the northern side are boiling? They cannot send military there. They cannot send water fight there to go and bomb that place. But they are sending military 2,000, 1,000 to the east. Is to show the world that they have started the war in Biafra land. That is how they started the military. What should they call it? Last time, police action. They call it police action. Before you know it, the war has started. So I want to tell them that we Biafrans we are fighting for our freedom. we need freedom. We need to liberate ourselves. We don't see the reason why they are coming to bomb our houses, doing all manners of things in our place. So it's very, very bad for them to continue doing what they are doing. But I want to tell Biafrans to understand that we Biafrans, we don't want to continue suffering as they feel that we are going to continue suffering. So what we need is to liberate ourselves and give ourselves what the Lord has started from origin, and the British know that we are the children of Chukwuka. So now what we are doing is that Biafrans must stand up, rise up around the world. And our politicians in our midst in Biafra land, they are the one doing us bad, because the idea we don't have governor, we don't have all those things. What we have now is to defend ourselves, is to tell the world what is happening to us. So Mazi, I don't have much to say. All I can say this afternoon is Biafrans should wake up. Biafra must be restored. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking live calls. 646-920-4541. Call us. The lines are open. Still very open.
And just on the beat.
Discuss my we know let's talk discuss my we know after 54 years, Nigerian still they shake to grow. 54 years, Nigerian still they shake to security. Don't go to the mind, so don't smile. It's all the best. Which could fix the bread. But you could try to stop. Nigerian government refuse. Somewhere for Ghana.
All right, I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here. Caller on WhatsApp, tell us your name and where you're calling from. One more time, caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Tell us where you're calling from.
Are you hearing me, sir?
Good morning, welcome to the program.
Oh, Mazi IYKE, good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. I only want to calling from Biafra land.
There.
Am I coming out clear, sir?
You are. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Based on the analysis, the only thing I want to
You have a connection problem over there. I don't know what the problem is. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. Just round it up because the line is breaking. I don't know why. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is, everybody should be very, very careful here in Biafra land. We have really identified and know who our enemies is, which is our leaders, the so-called leaders of governors and all that. So there is nothing anybody can say about it to defend them, if not to call them by their names. So the embargo of a thing they created, we have seen the real reason why they created it is not for our safety. After all, when our leader have not launched the ESN, Eastern Security Network, there have not been any time they came out saying they are creating this and that. It was when after our leader created the ESN that they came out us and say they have a security outfit. That is to cause a problem between our ESN and their so-called Bugago. So there is nothing like a Bugago in our own understanding. What we have is the Fulani herdsmen and other destructive agency which they brought to us. So that is by the way, sir.
Okay.
I want to make an appeal to you, sir. I don't know if okay, sir. I'm sorry to say this. You know, I know you are a man of 70 years and above that, but it pains me when you are making a broadcast. You don't make it more, make it the duration to be longer than the way it should be, because me personally, the way your voice sounds, it really gives me joy. You know, when I'm enjoying the voice, before you know it, all of a sudden you end up the broadcast and open up the line for a call to come in, and that thing inside my heart I will just be disfigured, because I like enjoying your voice and all that. You know, you are really blessed, over blessed. So I want to make an appeal if you can make your broadcast last more longer than the way it used to be. That is, by the way, sir. That is my appeal to you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your appeal. And you know, like this broadcast that I do, what I do is I try as much as possible. That's now that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, is that I'm allowing you guys to express yourself, to say what you think. Because no matter how sweet my voice might sound, it still doesn't mean that it doesn't bring food to the table. What it does is that your contribution matters a lot to me. I speak basically based on what your own contribution. If I'm talking to myself and I'm saying all these philosophical things and they're so sweet for people to listen to, well, that's okay too. But the truth is that, let us assume that I'm doing a broadcast and I'm doing all the talking and nobody's calling back. It will be very boring, especially for me. I don't know about you. For me, it will be very boring because I have no input. There has to be an input. Something that is going out is becoming a vacuum. What you need is something to come back in, to give you the energy to continue. It's like speaking to the audience. Everything happens. It happens in real life. Let me give you a very good example. A singer in a band, a musician, goes to the hall, is singing, and their people are not there. The energy doesn't come in. Follow guys say on the Igbo is the crowd. When you see the audience and they're enjoying what you're doing, you get crazier. Then that's what you put in more. So I will try to prolong my talking as much as possible, but giving you guys a chance to contribute is something that I think is part of the system, is part of something that we're supposed to do. However, I've taken your advice and I'm going to look into it very, very much, I promise you. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still here. The lines are still open for you. 646929445 845-344-7984
For a buria call, now waiting to discuss my buria call. Now waiting happen we know a call. Let's talk about a buria call. Now waiting happen for a buria call. Now waiting to discuss my buria call. Now waiting happen we know a call. After 54 years in Nigeria, still they shake to break. After 54 years in Nigeria, still they shake to security. Life's don't go, people don't buy things, it don't spoil.
All right, I don't know what happened. That one just stopped.
Nigerian government refused. Somewhere for Ghana, they discuss restructuring. There was problem and they agreed to restructure Nigeria. On the 4th and 5th of January 1967, General Gowon Ideja, him accepted the Aburia call. General Ankara Ideja, we did ya. And they accept the Aburia call. And they must accept the restructuring. But when they come back Nigeria, Nigeria government refused to deal. Cause the problem. They fight people into theory. They refuse to genocide on us and them call them war. Kidnap people plenty, them call them war. Them kill our mama, them kill our papa, them kill our uncle, them kill our them kill small children, them kill 5 million people where the man for restructuring, some other people where the man for restructuring. After 4 days, them still be killed, them still be shoot, everybody they run, elders, everybody they run, X-Men they kill, terrorists.
All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Let me take this as the last call today. Caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Dr. IPETERS.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Ben Okalfa and I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
There we go.
And with you, sir, with the wonderful program that you presented to us this morning and the analysis of the reason behind the creation of the so-called Bible. Yes. Thank you so much for your work. And I also appreciate many callers that called in and their suggestions and their contributions, especially the last speaker. I appreciate it, and the kind that sometimes I like to listen is because nobody was calling in. I decided to call. If not, I would have gone through the whole program without even calling in because I enrich myself with the knowledge of other people. The last person said something that is very, very vital to this movement. He said we have been able to identify who our enemies are, and our enemies are our elected officials, our representatives, our leaders, per se, who are not saying anything. Well, maybe they are behind what is going on because they thought they can, by destroying the Igbos and weakening the Igbos, that will enable them to be elected leaders. But they are making a mistake because it is the people that gives you the power. Without your people backing you up, you're going nowhere. The enemy can crush you as well as he's going. You're helping them to crush your own people. It's not person with somebody that kind of protects himself. It's his own people. Your enemy will know that your people are behind you and there's nothing you can do. It is unfortunate that they are watching and people's houses are being burned down. I believe in one thing, an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Believe me, if any elected governor of any state should witness the burning down of the building of his citizens, that person's house, that governor's house should be burned down. It's as simple as that. So that he will feel it. Not killing him. Just if you know what, if he's witnessing, if he's the governor and the chief security officer of the state, and you are witnessing the burning down and the killing of young people and you don't do anything, then your house will be burned down and no matter where it is, or no matter any time, anywhere. No matter even if it's 100 years, where the people are able to take that revenge, they should take that revenge. Because you cannot be burning down people's houses. You can't be burning people's houses. You know what it takes to build a house? They didn't steal the money that you guys do. You steal all the money that is meant for your state and you go and build everything you're building. Even if you lose it, it wouldn't hurt you as these poor people that took years to build their little hut or house where they live in. You go there to set it on fire. You don't care where they will live after that. You want them to be living in the bush or what? Why should you encourage any military man to come to your land and burn down people's houses? For what? If they kill a soldier in a particular place, set out intelligence report and find out who the perpetrators are and go after the perpetrators. Yes. The perpetrators might not even live in the community that are burning down. Somebody will come to a village and kill 1 or 2 soldiers and run away, and then the next day you come and burn down the whole people. Discuss the air policy or this blanket punishment is just barbaric. It's barbaric. It's not a way to solve problems. You don't go and kill it. You know very well that people who are doing this are not these poor people in the villages. Why are you allowing them to come and burn down everything? What kind of nonsense is that? And we are taking it. I don't support what the last guy said. Our enemies are our leaders who are not saying anything. There's some other guy that said that while all these things are going on, have you seen any senator? Have you seen any legislators complain about it? or all these things that are happening is not getting to their ears or what? Come on. Enough is enough of this nonsense. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Because it's amazing. Because each of these communities have a senator, have somebody who's representing them in the house. They don't speak about these things. I don't know. I don't really understand it. But like I said, I always say everything is going through a process, and the process might look very convoluting. It might look like it's crazy. It might look like what we're doing is not normal. But in the end, but also we shall see the result. The result will eventually put up. Because these senators, they are House of Representatives. These are people. They call them House of Representatives. There are people in that house that is representing these communities where the houses are being burned down, and their wives and their children are being raped, and they are there representing. What are they really representing? Because I heard the British man talking about Harriet, the woman, that midget in the British embassy, that is there. They are representing these people. They are supposed to be representing British citizens, and people are being killed, and they are not saying anything. So what are they really doing there? What are they representing? See, that is the main thing. So they are keeping quiet because they are part of the deal. They are the ones that are doing the killing. They are the ones that are encouraging them. They are the ones probably buying the petrol for them to burn down their houses. Otherwise, they will speak about it, because that is their job precisely. Keeping quiet is, oh, we don't know. No. The social media is there. Everything is there. All you need to do is send people, even if you can't do it yourself, send people to go and investigate. This is what I'm seeing on the video. Please find out if this is true. Whether it is true or not, because it's in the video already, you have to speak about it. You have to talk about it. If it is not true, tell the world that this is not true. If it is true, admit that they are true. But you're not speaking. You're not saying anything. Because you are part of the problem. That is why. All right, we'll finally come to the end of today's broadcast. I've turned down the phone lines. I don't think I'm willing to take any more calls at this time. But don't forget that Mazi IYKE, which is next, is coming in. And I need you to sit down there and listen to him. And still to remind you that Biafra, for us, is our religion. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. Anything you don't hear on Radio Biafra, please treat it with a pinch of salt. Do not try to take laws into your hand by what other people tell you. Please listen to us. We'll be with you here again every day, every single day, to educate you and to encourage you to keep your eyes on the ball. From me, Ike Peters, and from here in the United States, we say goodbye for today. No, not goodbye, because USA 1 is coming in next. Stay tuned, don't go away. From me, it's goodbye.
This is what their mission is. They want to take off Jesus and replace him by Muhammad, take off the Bible and replace it by the
My question is, does it mean that our president, because I don't want to call him Buhari because he's not Buhari, does it mean that we now selected somebody that is deaf and dumb as a president who cannot speak to the country, to the people that is leading?
Yes, because there is no president there, as you said. There is nobody there. What you have, if you look at the drift, both in terms of policy and in terms of implementation of those policies, you will see that there are many people who are in charge in Asarok, of which the coordinator is Ibrahim Gambari. There is no president in Nigeria. Everybody knows that. That is why he cannot speak. That is why he doesn't address, he can no longer have any chat with the press. That is why Nigeria is adrift. That is why you have so much insecurity, because nobody is in charge. What they have done is to try to use the vacuum created by the death of Buhari to try to advance an unbridled Fulani Janjaweed agenda of conquest and subjugation, which we are the first people to mount any credible resistance. From the beginning, only IPOB resisted them. And we are resisting until tomorrow. We will continue to resist them until tomorrow morning. What I'm trying to say to you, in fact, is there is no Buhari. I have staked everything on it. I have staked that idiot they call Tijani saying they're working for AFP. Very soon we shall meet him in court. Because I want to prove to the world that Buhari is dead. Buhari is dead long time ago, dead and buried. And they're deceiving everybody. The reason why the Nigerian media don't want to talk about it is because they are hoping that Tinubu will go in. That's all. So they'll start enjoying again. Please go ahead.
Yeah, because I could remember that first time he went to London for treatment. He spent 3 months. Somebody that was coming out of the flight, Breeze was even carrying him. They were supporting him. And all of a sudden, we have a Buhari that have never even fallen sick again.
That tells you. They tell it is money. You know, we black people, we are very funny the way we reason. This UG, may God have mercy upon us. They say it's money, he has got money. And I'm saying that this little boy you have now in Asorok is younger than Bill Gates. He looks younger than Bill Gates. Bill Gates is one of the richest men in the world. He wants to live forever, to kill everybody else and live forever. Why can't he use that same money? George Soros, that broke the Bank of England. He was the man that bet against the pound leaving the ERM. That was in 1992, if I'm not mistaken. He broke the bank. He made £5 billion profit betting against the pound to leave the ERM. He is one of the richest men in the world. He has more money than Nigeria put together. He will loan money to Nigeria. Why is he not as young as Buhari or avail himself of the same treatment that made Buhari to look so young? I don't know what is wrong with the brain of this UG. Black people, I don't know what is wrong with our brain that we cannot reason properly. Buhari is dead. Buhari is dead long time ago.
Actually, Nigerians, we have a lot of learned illiterates in Nigeria. They are all learned, but they are illiterates. I'm sorry to say it, as if they have never seen the 4 walls of a school before.
Very, very sad indeed. But it's not just there. Can you let me ask you, or let us have ponder this very conundrum? Do you know Japan that is doing very well? You see Japan that is doing very, very well today.
Yes.
Most of the Japanese scientists read and studied in America. They went back to Japan. They replicated what they learned in America, and other Southeast Asian countries emulated what Japan did. And today they are all growing and doing very, very well. Now, you hear our people tell you, oh, I went to Yale, I went to Harvard, I went to Cambridge, I went to Oxford. But your mates that went to the same school as you did, look at their countries. But look at the zoo, where you claim you're learned. What you, as you said, what we have are learned illiterates.
Illiterates, yeah, honestly.
I met somebody from Liberia in London many, many years ago, in England, many years ago. We were in a restaurant in the evening eating, myself and my friends. And he came there and we were all introducing ourselves. And he said to us, I remember very vividly, he said, very clearly, I should say, anytime I meet any black person and you introduce yourself as a professor, I will slap you regardless of where you are. And I asked him why. He said he doesn't care if he goes to jail. He said anybody in this place now we are eating, if you say if you're a black person and you say you're a professor, I will come and I will slap you. And I asked him why. He said that we blacks have not grown to the stage of having a professor because those we had in the past were all useless. They did nothing.
Exactly.
You went you studied. Look at Obasanjo. Obasanjo did engineering. Obasanjo did engineering. But ask Obasanjo now to build one bridge linking his water farm to the next village. He cannot build it. He's an engineer in the military, eating money and serving neo-colonial interests. Very, very sad indeed. Thank you very much for your insightful call. Thank you very, very much, our dear brother. From Germany, our lines are open. A lot of people are sending in their requests, and we are accepting them. Once I accept your request, now you can call. If I accept your request, now you can place a call, please. Our lines are up. Too many calls are coming in as always and jamming up the lines. We only have one line today with which to work with, and then you are free to try and call us. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. I can hear you very well. Please, your name and where you are.
I'm calling from Manchester.
From Manchester in England. Please go ahead.
United Kingdom. Yes, sir. Sir, I just want to bless you for what you are doing for our people. We are very grateful. You are the reason now that the Igbo man can be able to speak. And at this moment, I just want to ask you this question. Since these people have been adopting our people, mostly our young men in Igbo land, what are you going to do to stop these people from adopting them? Because when the war comes, we will not have our young men with us anymore because they must have been adopted secretly by this Nigerian military. And another thing I want to tell you is that you should never be discouraged. We know how hard it is to fight for a black man. I want to assure you that this same thing that is happening to you now happened to Moses when he was trying to take the children of Israel out of Egypt. Some people refused to go with him. Some people refused. Some said they prefer to stay back. So definitely what the governors are doing and those who are benefiting from the corruption of Nigerian government. So they are the ones who don't want us to have our freedom. Yesterday, I was lucky to I met a man where I work, an elderly man about 90 years. I asked him about the Biafran war. He told me everything about it. So I now told him that, do you know that there's our youth now, they are fighting back, they are agitating back for our freedom. He said, yes, we should never give up, that we should continue, that definitely we will have Biafra. That he told me that during the war, why we lost the war was because of the starvation, because of the hunger the Nigerian government imposed on Biafrans. And he also told me that if we have held on, that we would have won the war. Then he also told me that if we eventually become a free nation, that we will enjoy. I'm telling you the truth. I just told my husband about this. I work in the hospital. So after speaking to him, I have a bit of relief, knowing that surely Biafra will come.
Is that person a white man or a black man, this 90-year-old you spoke to? White or black?
He's a black man. He's a black man.
Is he a Biafran or a West Indian or from where? Where is he from?
He's from Abia State. He told me the story.
He is 90 years old. What is he still doing in England? 90 years.
His family is here. He's living with his family.
Okay. That is an example of what will happen to all of us if Biafra doesn't come. At the age of 90, when you should be in the village blessing the young generation, they'll bring you hot drink and you bless them, you will be abroad wearing blankets because it's very cold. That is what we are fighting. So he knows what he's talking about. We are going to make it possible for such people to come back to our land and bless our land. That's what we are fighting for. That was the reason why I asked you, how can a 90-year-old be in somebody else's land? Have you seen a 90-year-old white man anywhere in the zoo?
No.
Exactly.
Sir, and as well, our people has to reason, like my very self, each time I remember that if we don't get this Biafra, our children will end up staying here. And if they continue to stay in abroad, definitely they are blacks. They will also treat them the way they are treating us now here. You can see what the royal family and Prince Harry's wife, what just came out of whatever they are doing. Even though we know that the press here is horrible, we know that then the secret of the asking about the color of the child and whatever they ask her. This is also what our children will go through in years to come. So please, we are really hungry for this freedom. We are really hungry so that my children can go home and live in my own. When I exist, they can live in Biafra land as Biafrans. And my children, I've started telling them everything about Biafra. I've told them the little they know you, and they are happy. They are willing to go home as soon as Biafra comes. So, Mazi, I am so grateful. Today, I am blessed to have spoken to to a chosen one. You are indeed a chosen one. God has blessed you. You are uniting all Biafrans everywhere. I saw a Bini, a Do or a Godomigodo man. I spoke to him. He said, yes, he believes in Biafra and he's one of us. So our people are now reasoning. They are trying to come in terms that they are all Biafrans. In fact, may God bless you. May God bless you. I am willing, whenever the time comes, I am willing to go home. I will keep my children here. I will go home and fight for Biafra. If I cannot handle the gun, I will volunteer myself to treat, or I will volunteer to be a cook for those who will handle the gun for them.
Thank you very much.
It's a promise I'm making.
I know,
Thank you.
and I
May God
welcome
bless
it.
you.
I welcome it. Thank you very, very much. I enjoyed your call, to be honest with you. Thank you very, very much, our dear sister. Thank you so much. We are live and we are direct. As I said before, our job is to present all these efulefus, all these criminal conspirators before Elohim in heaven. Then only him can judge them. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Good morning from India.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Go ahead.
Mazi, my name is Mazi IYKE. I'm calling from Biafra, India. First of all, I want to say thank you for all you've been doing for us, for fighting so hard. And I happen to be a principal officer. So what I want to ask this morning is that, Mazi, when you started this program, I believe that it's quite tough. And I believe that if you can share a little bit about things that were driving you then, I believe that some principal officers that are lacking consistency in what we are doing today can be able to learn from there. As a principal officer, I understand to some extent how difficult it is to keep hold. So I don't know if you can be able to enlighten us from there that nobody believed in you, that you look like you are alone, that you're doing this. I want to understand what those things that are driving you so hard to be believing in Biafra and hoping that this is going to get to this height. And at the end of the day, it's going to be something that the whole world will love to participate in. And secondly, I want to make an announcement, Mazi. Biafrans here in India, we would love to have you speak to us in India. Because I understand that a lot of people, Biafrans here, are much interested in what we are doing. Even those that are not, they claim they are not Biafrans, they claim that they don't want to belong to IPOB. Today, I have the opportunity to speak up to a lot of them, and they are really turning to listen to what we're saying. So it's going to be a great one for you to be able to rise their spirit, and not only here in India, but across Asia. They really want to hear you speak to us, and as well, I want to tell you that here we have people, the way they behave and the way people other parts of the world behave is different. Here we have what I call the doubt issue. So even till now, some of them might not really understand. They might not really understand that whatever they put is going to IPOB directly. So for us to clear all that, I would love you to speak to Biafrans here in India, and also reiterate that to other parts of Asia. That's my question and my contribution this morning. Thank you so much, Mazi, for giving me this time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I will answer your question. The very first question you asked. I would say that you asked me to explain to fellow principal officers what motivates, what drives, the level of consistency is the promise of Elohim. I will take you back to what David Ben-Gurion said, the very first Prime Minister of Israel, what he said when they asked him at the floor of the United Nations what propels him to create, or should I say, to facilitate the coming of the state of Israel. He said it is the promise of God in the Holy Book. You call it the Bible, we call it the Torah. That was what David Ben-Gurion, they asked him, why are you doing what you're doing? He said it is because he is standing on the promise of the Almighty Creator of the universe, that Israel must come. And on the same, should I say, pronouncement, I anchor my very firm belief in the coming of Biafra. I told you before that I read a book, or should I say a pamphlet, 1985 Ajoko lecture, delivered by Professor Donatus Ibenwaga. I was traveling from Umuahia to Owerri. I was in a highest bus, and I was reading that very pamphlet. I'm not going to tell you how, of course, you can work out how old I was in 1985. I think I then barely turned between 17 and 18 years of age. I read that very pamphlet, and it had a very profound effect on me. In that very lecture that Professor Donatus Ibenwaga delivered, in that man, in one paragraph, summarized what was happening to us as a people, because every 1 kilometer was a checkpoint. Extortion, harassment, intimidation, and from childhood, I never wanted anybody to be maltreated. I hate it. I hate injustice from childhood. And what we are doing today, what I'm doing today, is a manifestation of that very orientation that I had. You know, in my house, we used to have a lot of helpers, you know, either people from my mother's side or people from my father's side that will come to help, you know, as house helper, you know, help, all the rest of it. I had one. His name is Igwatch, and I'm sure he's listening to this very day. His name is Emmanuel. Roughly about the same age as me, he came from my mother's side to help us in our house. We had a very huge household, so to help with the chores. We went to fetch water together. We ate from the same pot. We wear the same clothes. Sometimes we exchange clothes. During holiday time, I would go to his house for holidays. He was not serving me. I wasn't serving him, because I did not believe that another person's child should come to serve another person's child. I don't believe in that. Even at that very small, early age, I believed in the equality of all men and women before God Almighty in heaven. I hated injustice. I read a lot of books. At the age of 12, I read George Orwell's Animal Farm, where some animals were bigger or greater than the others. I hated it. And at the age of 12 years old, I despised communism and socialism. At the age of 12, can you believe that? At the age of 12, I hated communism. Of course, I was at Government College Umuahia, where we were encouraged to read. And we read George Orwell's Animal Farm in class 2. Now, I want to tell you that you must have it in you to love your people. It is not something you are taught to do. You must have it inside you to love and to serve your people. If you are living in India, and India is doing very well, people are living in Malaysia, living across the whole of Southeast Asia, and that those countries are doing very well. If you want to live there without replicating those things back home, that is making you to enjoy life in those places, that means you're an evil person you shouldn't serve. Allow me to repeat. If you travel to America, you travel to Europe, you see skyscrapers, you see wonderful roads, you see beautiful bridges and beautiful houses, you fail to bring it back, or you fail to think, how can I take these things back to Zombe? That means you are not cut out to serve your people. Because as a servant of your people, anywhere you see something good, you want to bring it back to your own people. Therefore, those who are called into service are those who are naturally made and built for this very calling. But it is very, very, I understand what you're saying, is very difficult. Sometimes it's very hard. Our people can be very, very frustrating. Do not look at people. Look at the end goal. Always focus on the objective: freedom, freedom, freedom for everybody. When Biafra does come, of course it's going to come. When it does come eventually, let me tell you how I console myself sometimes. Look at the way we revere, we love, and we venerate Ujubu. And he did not get us Biafra. Look at the way we love and venerate Timothy Onwatuegwu and all those that fought. Imagine the love we have for Colonel Achuzie and all the rest of them. The love we have for Nwobosi and all the rest of them. Remember the love we have for the lives of Madiebo and all the rest of them. Did they get Biafra for us? The answer is no. Now imagine what will happen to your name when Biafra comes. Forever, you see the way that the Bible till today, have you forgotten about Moses, Joshua, Caleb? Have you forgotten them? You have not. These are people that fought and released Israel, the children of God, to inhabit the land that God gave to them. Till today, we remember them. Let me tell you the truth, honestly, before heaven and this earth, anybody who is part of this very movement, from the highest to the lowest, there will be a time when your grandchildren will go to school, or your great-great-grandchildren will go to, they will ask them, was your mom or dad part of IPOB? That will be all you will require in life to succeed. In other words, if you're serving IPOB, if you are in IPOB, you are preparing yourselves for immortality. This flesh may die, but your name will live forever and ever. Because we appreciate. Let me tell you, there is something our people don't know. Despite our stubbornness, our high-headedness, our sometimes very difficult way of understanding each other or doing things, our people are very, very appreciative of those that serve them in truth and in every honesty. That is who we are. Our people never forget those that serve them honestly and diligently. The same way we remember Mbakwe till today. Who is going to forget Dr. Michael Okpara? It's impossible. That is who we are. We never forget those that serve us in truth. We know that Okpara served us in truth and in every honesty. He built our land. We know that Mbakwe came, exactly what I told you before. What is it that Okpara and Mbakwe have in common? They went abroad, they saw good things abroad, and they brought it back home. Why do you think that Malaysia is developed? If you're a minister in Malaysia, you travel abroad, you didn't bring back any idea, they will sack you. That means your trip abroad is a waste. What did you learn? Bring it back here. Let us replicate it. What you're doing and other principal officers all over the world is building up what I call an identity of immortality. Forever and ever, your lineage, your children will be remembered and celebrated. Can you imagine if today somebody were to come to you to say, I am from the lineage of Joshua, or from the lineage of Moses? I'm sure even if you're sitting there, you will stand up to greet them. Something that money can never buy. When you remember all these things, then you redouble your effort, because you're not working for any man. You are working to fulfill the promise of the creator of the universe. The promise that God made, you are bringing it to life. What you're doing is beyond human understanding. What IPOB is doing, man cannot understand it. Because we are bringing down or calling down the kingdom of heaven upon this very earth. As Yeshua prayed, let thy will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. Thank you very much. Let's take this call. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yes, my supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Chukwuka Biama be with you, because we're doing a normal job to save the life of Biafra, not only the life of Biafrans, to save the black race from the shackles of Tamnadko Republic of the Sioux and in Africa as a whole. My name is still remain Mazi IYKE. I'm calling from the city of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Mazi, what I want to ask you right now, you have reiterated that, you have touched it from the last caller before me, but what I want to ask, because we have known there is a lot of benefits we are going to get, but Mazi, there's something confusing me, some of the Biafrans or some of the IPOB, those that claimed that they have joined IPOB. They don't attend the meeting, they are IPOB under oath. They came to meeting and took oath with IPOB. Some people come to the meeting from 2 years, 3 years, 6 months. They don't contribute a dime. They don't pay monthly dues. They don't pay any kind of levy you bring out or you brought out in IPOB. When you go talk to them private, they have now reminding
don't know what you are telling me. I am IPOB under oath. They have taken oath on IPOB. Therefore, I'm IPOB. You're not going to deprive me of my IPOB membership. These are the people, or he will remind you that they have been on IPOB for 8 years ago, 2017, 2015. But for since more than 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, he have never even paid common dime to his monthly dues. We don't talk about other compulsory levy. So my question is, what is the position of these people? Because if you try to talk to them even private, they will now remind you that, mind you, I am IPOB. I'm under oath. I took the oath you took with me. And some people will be trying all their best, spend their time, attend meeting, paying the dues, pay all that, even do evangelism, do a lot of things to make sure that we awaken the consciousness of our people living in, especially I'm saying this in Malaysia precisely. They claim they are with you, with IPOB, but they are not doing anything in IPOB. Call it dues, call it attend the meeting. They don't do, but they say they are IPOB, they're under oath. So what are we going? Where are we going to place them, or what is it going to happen with this sort of people? Because it's full in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, precisely. Thank you, Mazi, and Chukwu Okeabiama continue to be with you for what you are doing for Biafran. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for thank you. There are fair weather friends. There are those that will fall by the wayside. I remind you of the parable of the sower. As you scatter this seed, some will fall on fertile soil, some will fall on rocky grounds, some will fall on the sand, some may even fall on thorns. Only those that fell on fertile ground will be able to germinate and bear forth fruit. For those people shall be called Umu Chineke, the sons of God Almighty in heaven, and daughters, of course. Not everybody that says, my father will enter heaven. And with that, I bring that to an end. You will understand what I'm talking about. And Elohim is in charge. And we are moving forward. Forget about them and continue to move. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, good afternoon from here. I'm calling from Malaysia.
From Malaysia as well. Please go ahead. We're listening. Please go ahead. Are you one of those that don't pay their dues in Malaysia? You don't attend meetings?
Not really, Mazi.
Okay.
I do. My name is just Ifani.
Ifani, turn down your system. I can hear your system. Turn it down, please. Turn your system down.
Okay, Mazi. I have.
Go ahead.
Mazi, my question is this. Concerning these people that say the Ikure people that say they are not evil.
No, not Ikure people. No. Don't say that, please. Ikure people did not say they are not evil. It is only IYKE, those raised with money from abandoned property. It is guilty conscience that is pursuing them. IYKE needed to deny his Igbo identity in order to serve his Fulani masters very, very well. IYKE knows that he's an Igbo man, but he is ravaged by guilty conscience. Some of them, their father stole properties that didn't belong to them. And in our land, it's a taboo. In Igbo land, in Igbo culture, it is a taboo for you to steal landed property belonging to your brother, your cousin, or your sister. For them to shield themselves from the ravages of guilt, they said they are not Igbo. Of course, Igbo is Igbo. Have you not seen the new state creation that they are touting all over the place, the Fulani Janjaweed? They want to create a state comprising of Igbo people, as well as those of them they took from Omok, which are Igbo people, into a new state. Do not despair. No Igbo person, no sensible Igbo man said he is not Igbo. Let me tell you what has been happening in the zoo and what they do very cleverly. Before now, when the Yoruba media was against us in line with the Janjaweed, they magnify what idiots like IYKE say. What ordinary people are. Anytime you say, I am Ikure, I'm Igbo, nobody will publish it. But if you say, I am Ikure, I'm not Igbo, every paper will carry it. That is why it is always very good for us to read between the lines. Forget about the noise making of a few empty barrels, like IYKE, and listen to the voice of reason of other well-meaning Ikwere sons and daughters. They know they're Igbo. Everybody knows this very clearly. Some of them claim they are from Igodomigodo. I don't dispute that. But Igodomigodo is also Igbo land. If it comes that way.
You've answered I've answered the question, because I see no reason why someone that speaks Igbo, that tries to do everything like Igbo, will begin to deny his identity.
When you lose a war, it is always like that. When you lose a war, it's always like that. We fought a war of attrition for 3 years. The Flana Janjaweed came and gave biscuit and chewing gum and tobacco to some people, and kai hot drink to some people, and say, one Nigeria. If you don't say you are one Nigeria, will kill you. I had a good brother of ours from America speak to me. And he told me, this is a so-called Delta or Delta Igbo. He told me that they're from Uri. His father was the traditional ruler of his people. Every year, Ezenri will come to their village and sprinkle clay on the ground. They're from Uri. That is the way it is. Till tomorrow morning, we know who we are. Those who claiming they are not Igbo, they're living in denial. And I go as far as saying that everybody is Igbo. If you're a John, if you're a Bibio, and I say it clearly, go back and interpret it however way you want it to be interpreted. The truth stands eternal. And I keep saying to them, are you doubting me? That all of us are Igbo. One that doubted me a few days ago, I said to him, go back to Google and Google the word Ibibio. After he Googled the word Ibibio, I asked him, please read to me what you can see. He said, related to Igbo. I asked him to Google Efik. He Googled Efik. What can you see? Efik and Ibibio are one, both are related to Igbo. I asked him to Google a job. He Googled a job. I asked him, read to me what you can see. He saw a job related to Igbo. I said to him, do you want us to continue? He said, no, he's seen enough. And that was it. That is the truth. We are all one people. That is why Nsibidi came. That is why if you go to Abreba today, they speak the same language, or more or less, with the Bibio people. If you go to a Jagam, there is no difference between a Jagam and Arochukwu. It is the same thing. That is why Nsibidi came from there. Nsibidi is a uniting form of writing that binds the whole of Biafra together. If you go to places like Ihiala, if you go to Ihiala today, to Obulisuzo, do you know where they came from? They came from Igodomigodo land. Obulisuzo, you see today in Ihiala, their ancestral home is Igodomigodo. Why are we deceiving ourselves? As I said before, once your mother ties two-piece wrapper, you are one of us. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for your call. Thank you. We are live and direct. We're educating. We're sensitizing. We're enlightening. You know, Janjaweed, they listen to these our broadcasts and they go crazy. He is brainwashing them. He is doing this. I said simply, we are all Igbo people. Do you doubt me? Go to any village in Anambra right now. Get a man that is up to 90 years old and above and ask him about the war between the Idu people and the Oba, and he will tell you everything we say is backed up with facts and figures. That is why we can never fail, and our people are very intelligent. That's one thing about Biafran people. Once you make sense to them, they will understand it and they will follow you. I have a caller now on the line. This caller, give us your name and where you're calling from. We are live and we are direct and the world is listening.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Charles Obidike.
Charles Obidike. Yes, and where are you calling from? Yeah, Charles Obidike, where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir. The man that told you
we are live and direct. Please hold on a second. We are live on the air, please. Our barrister is calling me. We are broadcasting. We are live on the air. Yes, please continue, my dear brother. Continue.
Okay. So, I don't know. It pains me each time you come on air and start talking about the black man, the way they reason and all this. And I'm one of the black man, but I know I'd never reasoned like that because even up to today, I am not an IPOB member. I'm not an IPOB member, but I have been following what you have been saying since 2014 till today. And no one has ever seemed to be lie. All of them are truth. And you made me to become, like as I've gone to university, more than the people that was my age mate. I'm 64 years of today. But all these things you are saying in this country and wherever you are, they are all truth. And nothing but the truth. And it pains me when anybody is making any argument concerning this, concerning that. I don't know, people will see truth, but the level we are in it today is because of our church in this country, Nigeria. They are the part of the problem. 80% of the problem, they are the one who caused it. Because in the Bible, when Elijah and Elisha and all of them were prophesying or doing the work of God, when you do something that is not good, even the king, they will go and tell him. Because I remember what happened in 2 Kings chapter 1, when a king fell from his house and then decided to go and ask the God of Ekron whether if he will live again. Elijah met his servant that he sent on the road to tell him that you should go back and tell the king, is it because there's no God in Israel? That is why you are going to ask the God of Ekron. And because of that, you will die. You will never get up from that bed. And when the man sent people to come and kill the Elijah, first 50% of people
in Biafra land, all of them. But go to Yoruba land, they will tell you, not here. You're not going to do it here. What is it that they are afraid of? They are afraid of dying and they are sentencing other people to death. But they themselves are not afraid of dying. They themselves are afraid of dying. They are much concerned about the position they are holding. They are more concerned about the position they are holding over your own life. Look at the trial that took place on the 16th. You saw how they maneuvered the whole thing, running from justice. They said they want justice. You want justice, but you cannot stand to defend your charges. The prudent thing to do is level the charges, and then you run. You run. You run. Let me give you this. Just look at the way the government is reasoning, the Nigerian government. See their mentality. Remember what we are discussing today. You're going to rate the governors. When I open the phone line very soon, you will rate the government from 1 to 10. Or no, make it from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10. Any governor, excuse me, any governor you think that scores 1, give him 1. If not, give him 0. Because when you're in the classroom and you fail, you get an answer, they make it bad, and nobody wants to see that. You use, especially what gets your attention is when the teacher picks up the red pen and put X, your head starts spinning. And the next thing is, how many bats did you get? That is the what is bad. You want a bad only. Rate your governors, rate them, and let's see. Then let me get you to this. Let me get you to see what I'm talking about. Why we will not continue with Nigeria. They reason backwards. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, is the engine. See how many confusions people are sitting just for the few months he's been away. You have all the angels from the woodwork coming out. You have people coming out from their crannies wanting to replace him. These are the same people chastising him. We don't like the way he talks. We don't like what I do. Now, common instruction they cannot take. Common, simple instruction they cannot take. Oh, command and control. We don't want command and control. But they are telling you, if you don't do what they say, they will hang up. But DOS IPOB is not doing that. We've been in this thing for a long time. The long haul we are for. So you see, these people were those people they instituted to attack the structure. Even when Nnamdi Kanu was there. As soon as he was extraordinary renditions, they say, oh, now we're going to take over. Oh, yeah, about the radio. You see, they wanted it very, very, very badly. They flunked. They fell on their faces. And now, those that want the truth are now knowing the truth. I'm glad, because when you listen to them, whatever they say is counter to what we are saying. They're telling you we are IPOB. We say, no, you're not. Even some of them that were in IPOB, they left. The autopiloters. You've left the IPOB and you're autopilot, and then you go back, you're autopilot IPOB. There's nothing like that. It's either you're in or you're out, and once you're out, you're out. Even coming back, we won't trust you. When you see naked lies, you're supporting it. Just like your government is doing. And this is your government. When I say your government, when you do what they want you to do to see that Biafra falls, and then you are part of them. And listen to this. If I open the phone lines. Federal government accuses Twitter, Canada, of double standard over truckers' protest. The federal government has accused the Canadian government and social media, Twitter, of double standard in its handling of the truckers' demonstration. Double standard. Did the Canadian government shoot anybody? No. Without their presence, yes, they were there. They calmly removed the people. They valued the lives of their people. They listened to the demand of their people. The people have the right to demonstrate, say, we don't want this. It is our lives. We don't want it. You cannot endanger our lives in the pretext that you want to vaccinate us. It is not good for her. It shouldn't have anything to do with our business. And you compared it to NSAS, where the youth came out and demanded for something. You lied to them. You bluntly lied to them. Okay, we've had you. We are going to take care of it. What did you do? Once the youth listened to you and went back, you started, not the one you killed them during the protest. After you acknowledged that there need to be change, you went back, started arresting them, prosecuting them. Which is the double standard here? Yeah, you know that you're wrong, but what you're trying to do is, don't listen to them. When we say you will not protest, we know what we're talking about. You see, Canada is stopping their own people from protesting. That is not true. Those people protested for how many weeks? then you go back here, then you go back here, autopilot IP, going back, okay, we're here, then you go back here, autopilot IP, go back here, autopilot IP, going back, okay, load of, then you go back here, autopilot IP, go back here, going back, okay, load of, the same people, the same youths are so frightened they can't even stand up and say, no, we're not listening again. People that understand the process of democracy, once something happens, they go out there, stand firm and make a demand. If you're killing us, kill us. We're making demand. And then the world will see you. But the worst part of it is that you don't want to die. But they're killing you. You don't want to die, but you're dying. Is it stand up for your right and die, or not standing for your right and you're dying? These are the things you have to weigh. If they are doing right, nobody will. No Nigerians and Biafrans. If they're doing what they're supposed to do, see all the odds against them. They are still hoping against hope that someday something good will happen. But where is it? None. Instead, your chief police deputy is being arrested for drug trafficking. A whole country, a whole country, a whole country. Integrity. That shows you the modus operandi of the cartellers. You see, Aisha Buhari. No matter she's the wife of Buhari, this lady gave all of you very blunt warning. The cartels, that's the word, the cabals, they have taken over bad people. Did anybody interview her to explain what she was saying? Nobody did. And she categorically stated, had my husband been here, this nonsense going on in Nasrok will not take place. Today, it is taking place. Today, people are dying. Today, people are being arrested. People that are in the government. People that say they are directing you where to go. They are killing you. And then they are comparing their government to that of Canada. And the Twitter. Double standard. When they cannot put one sentence correct. They cannot correctly analyze anything. And they be like puffer fish. They tend to be big, but they are dwarfs when it comes to international issues. NSAS is a guilty conscience. They never will get over it. And they say federal government accused Western Canada of double standard over the truckers' protest. Which is the double standard? You committed heinous crime on people. You see, now that the world saw the protest, now that the world saw the activities of the federal government's troops, the soldiers, the SARS that have transformed themselves into another killing machine and they're still doing it, now they are the bag. In other words, give them their own name. And these are the people burning down people's homes. And the governors are the ones that created these embargoes and then imported the Fulani mercenaries. Now you see them. They are dying. The law of karma is visiting them. They come to kill. They come to take your land. They come to institute Roga. They are telling you they are minority, but they are telling you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And you must do it. There's the law of the Fulanis. We are listening. We are listening. We want to know what the activities are. We know, we here, we know. Look at the governors. Rate them. We want to know your score. I don't want you calling say we will kill them, and that's not what I'm saying. I say rate them. We are not killing anybody. They are not above being rated. So all these young people following their footsteps, running around, you see, indicating or the barometer is pointing towards honorable. The word honorable. Those using honorable, they are all liars. They use it, the prefix honor, honorable. They put it before there to hide their crimes. And when they say honorable Uzademba, see his activities. Honorable Okorocha, see his activities. They are all honorable. And then you have their masters, the federal government, and they say integrity of the soldiers. The integrity. All of you is good. I'm not talking about the educated ones that know the meaning of honorable and integrity. I'm talking about those that don't know. Go get your dictionary, look at Google, or go to Google and say, type in integrity or honorable. You see the meaning. And then you see the actions of these politicians. It is counter to what they are saying. We see those in the Senate. We're going to read them too. So when you're following their footsteps, you know you are going to be part of it, because once your hand touches that Fulani money, never allow Igbos to rule again. Once you touch that money, that is what is going to happen to you. Your brain will be cooked. You will be confused. Then you will turn against your own people. They tell you jump, you jump. You will not only jump, you will even get wings to fly. They tell you sit. You will not just sit, you will get a shovel, dig a hole, and put your butt in there. Just to appease the Fulanis. What a dangerous money. Very dangerous. Once you turban yourself and at Sokoto and come back, if you're looking at Edwin, it's not Edwin you're looking at. You're looking at the remains of Edwin. If you're looking at Ikenna, that's not what you're looking at. It's fake Ikenna. Changed Ikenna. There's what you'll be looking at. And don't approach him that you know him. He will bite your ear off. He will not even allow you to come closer. He will get the soldiers to shoot you at sight, coming closer. You become the unknown. This is why there will be no political jamboree again. You've been beaten so many times. Now you're going to be wiser. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Come on. Come on. Rate the governors. Rate them from 0 to 10. 0 to 10. Let's see what they are doing. Let's see. Good work. The good work they are performing. If you don't see what they're doing, you think they are doing marvelous job. Marvelous job. Really working. Really working. Give them contract. They will sublease it. Collect the money and do the minimum. And then you say you are doing something. Really working. It's funny. It's funny. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning. How are you doing, my elder? I'm okay. Yeah, good. Thank you, sir. And good morning from you in America. Mazi, I'm going to rate these governors, but can I use your platform to speak to our people? Just in 2-3 minutes of your time.
Go ahead.
Kind of confusions that our people are getting. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I just want to address all of us this afternoon so we can understand what we are doing and what we need to do. Mazi IYKE, I'm calling from South Africa. There is a man they call Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was a freedom fighter. When Nelson Mandela was arrested because he was fighting for the freedom of his people, he was taken to a prison. And that prison, they call it Robben Island. In Robben Island is one of the worst prisons on the planet. That prison is located in the middle of the sea in Cape Town, a city called Cape Town. Nelson Mandela was there, and they noticed that Nelson Mandela was one of the lovest people of his people. And there were other freedom fighters who were also speaking for their freedom. They put eye on Nelson Mandela, trying to see who are they going to negotiate with in case there's a fallout. They kept eye on Nelson Mandela. And Nelson Mandela was better than, and our leader was better than Nelson Mandela at that point. Because our leader is where people can see him. Nelson Mandela was isolated, confined. When you go to that place, it's a place you go for a sightseeing in Robben Island where Nelson Mandela suffered for 27 years. At a time, I brought him to court from the prison. He made a comment that our leader made one certain time that CNN also carried the voice of our leader saying, it's either you lower me 6 feet or you give me freedom. Nelson Mandela made in the court and said, and I quote, give me freedom, or if you don't give me freedom, because of this cause, I'm ready to die. The white people were puzzled. They didn't know what to do. At a time when the negotiation started, they called Nelson Mandela and negotiated with him. During the time of the course of Nelson Mandela, he had a young wife that goes to the prison. They allow her once in a while to see Nelson Mandela. The information of what they need to do as a race was given to the wife, passed also to the wife, passed also to some of the black people that were also warders in the prison, to give to his people, Owaru Tambo and also Governor Mbeki. What they need to do, they should keep on fighting. And they keep on fighting for their freedom. Information was coming from the prison where Nelson Mandela was. The worst you can do to a freedom fighter is to make him irrelevant. As soon as he made him irrelevant, the oppressor will see the need to kill him. There is a guy that called the program of Mazi IYKE yesterday and said he's over 60 years old. He's calling from United Kingdom. He's supposed to be in the village looking after his people, but he's in the United Kingdom. He says he's over 60 years old. And when I listened to that man, I remember listening to Joe Ibokwe, that is also an elderly man. And I said one thing to myself: fools also get old. How do you people of Biafrans, following our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all of a sudden somebody comes from somewhere trying to make that man irrelevant? There is something DOS did. They knew what was happening. They said about 4 things that the Nigerian government want. They want the radio, they want to destroy IPOB, they want to destroy Eastern Security Network, and they want to hijack the radio. One thing they did not add there was these people was manipulating us for a very long time to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onye ndu ndị Igbo irrelevant. And they were driving to this point, until the point when somebody come and say somebody sitting in the prison, that no one is going to listen to him. And you find somebody said, I'm over 60 years old, our leader cannot give an order. When our leader receives visitors and he passes the information. But what happened, HOD was very carefully what he was doing by making our leader the one that is giving the order, so that he remain relevant to the struggle, so that people can see him that is the Lion of the tribe of Judah, so that they cannot do anything to that man that have come to liberate us. Our people, listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is in charge. He brought us in on this point that we are. In 1999, I was staying in a street called Agule Jika in Odolowu in Ijesha. I joined Mossop. I know Wazuruke very well. I know his wife. I didn't know our leader. I led the struggle because I see Wazuruke was doing a different thing. Our leader came in. He saw Wazuruke was doing a different thing. He left and started up this struggle that we are all following today. He never one day said, go and kill Wazuruke. Even after Wazuruke arrested him, molested him, and do everything to him, he still maintained, no, I'm not going to kill my people. I'm not going to make Wazuruke irrelevant, even though he has done a very long thing to me. I'm not going to say, go and kill him. And somebody came up here just now and tried to deviate your attentions from this honorable struggle that Onyendu have called all of us into. Biafra. Open your eyes and see where this whole thing is driving all of us to. But I tell you, one thing that is sure is that Biafra will come. It doesn't matter what anybody does. You can try, but you are going to hang yourself at the end of the day. The governors we are talking about, the armies are busy killing our people in Biafra land. The Fulanis are busy killing the people in the north. The armies and the DSS and also bandits in the uniform are busy killing our people. Our elders are living in Abuja. How do you rate this set of these people? How do you rate them? I rate all of them 0. Mazindeho.
Word of the wise. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. 0. They are not governors. They are irrelevant. If you have a rate of 0, why do you have to be there? Do you know that that's your rate? Now you know. Now we are rating you. Now we are beginning to rate you so that you know you're not working. Now you know that Willie is not working. Not barking like a dog. At the end of the day, you are doing the bidding of your masters. You put yourself above our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who sent you? Who sent you? We know who sent you. And all the documents, we have them. All the documents, we have them. So you people should be very careful of what you do. Call her your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi. This is Dr. Tina. I'm calling from the state of Texas.
Welcome.
Mazi, thank you very much for your work. Mazi, are you asking for a rating? And we live here in the United States of America. Have you not seen the governors of the 50 states of the United States of America? What they do for their people, how they protect their people, how they go to the national government and advocate for their their people, how they make sure that their people are taken care of in every facet of life. Mazi IYKE, there is no rating, unless the rating will start from 0,000 something, or minus 0,000 something. There is no rating for the charlatans that we have in our land that they call governors. There is no rating, there is no scale that can actually rate these people. These people are idiots. They are Fulani janjaweeds. They are people who don't have conscience. Like our leader says, they are here for their belly. There is nothing else that they know but their belly. They are like children who have no sense whatsoever, and they're still working only for their belly. We're talking about freedom, and these people are talking about nothing. They're looking at themselves, and whenever they feel threatened, they take guns and ammunition, and they go into their own father and their mother's land, into their own father and their mother's house, and kill their own brothers and their own relatives. It is a shame to actually begin anything in the morning and remember these governors and their goons. Now they have many goons. They call them Ebube something. Ebube Aturu, people that have the brain of sheep in our land. We don't respect them. We don't respect them enough to put them on a scale. My brother who just spoke so eloquently. Thank you, my brother from South Africa. Yes, South Africa, because he gave us an analogy of how things were during the time of apartheid. I am so happy that he refreshed our memory about Nelson Mandela, the great one, in South Africa. Look at what people are trying to do when you're trying to give them freedom. Freedom that has no price. They're looking for what will go enter their mouth and what will go into their belly. What amount of money, Biafrans? What amount of money, Biafrans, can buy your freedom? The epitome of life. Freedom for you to go to your house, sit in your house, and nobody will trouble you. Nobody. Me and you, some of you, we live in diaspora. You can open your door wide all day long. Nobody will come and ask you what is going on in your house. You can run around your house and up and down and outside and do whatever you want in the United States of America and many places in Europe and many places even in Asia and Africa. Nobody will ask you. You have freedom. Nnamdi Kanu calls us Ndisyoji. What is burning in that man's heart is that we don't even know what matters in life. My brother from South Africa, thank you for speaking first, because I was trying to get to this platform first this morning. And why was I trying to get here first? I want to tell Biafrans that these people are not worth the waiting on any kind of scale. They are all zeros or minus zeros or something substandard, because they kill their own people. They kill their own mothers. They watch their own sisters die, and they have no compassion. These people are animals. Animals, every one of them. I don't care what you call them, whether you call them devil or mighty, or whether you call them weak, or whether you call them hopelessness, souls or danger. That is killing his own people in his own village. He goes to attack. He goes to Mutanze. He goes to Omoma, where he comes from. He goes to Okolo, right next to them. He goes to Ibiasembe, right next to them. And he kills his own people. Are these people not animals? How can you rate animals on a standard with human beings? Mazi IYKE, I am so happy that you want people to rate them, but there is no scale that they're worthy of. Thank you so very much for your work, Mazi. Okay, Messia? Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is why they are afraid of Radio Biafra. Now you know why. Our eyes are everywhere. Our people are more important to us. Safety is very important. Security, very important. Peace of mind, very important. If you're not learning, you're not living. If you don't learn from what happened to others and use that to construct the future, your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And we are wasting the minds of our youths via the presence of the governors. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. We are wasting the minds of future engineers, future doctors, future educators, future scientists for Ruga. For Ruga. This is why they are importing them into your villages. This is why you are importing them into all these villages, shooting without warning, creating refugees. Do you know the amount of refugees we would have had in Biafra land had it not been the extended family system? None of you have thought about it. Call out your name and where you calling from.
Hello, Mazi.
Good morning from here. My friend, I'm not hearing you. You're covering your mouth. Is this the way you speak, or you don't know what you're saying? Something is wrong with that call. Something is wrong with the call. We want you to rate the governor. I can disguise my voice and I can, do it perfectly. How you doing? What's your name? What did you do today? If you don't know me, I can put it up and you think I'm one kind of lady. Something is wrong with your call. It's like you muted your phone so that nobody will recognize you. Don't mention your name. I don't want to know your name. Just call. Just call and say what you want to say. Okay? Don't mention your name. Don't even mention where you're calling from. If you're afraid. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good morning from here.
Public. First of all, I want to pray for our leader. I pray that God continue keeping him, protecting him from all the hands of the enemy. It was one thing I know for sure, that is the show of our time, not going to happen to him. That God that preserve others, will preserve him to get their part for us. And to you, all the principal officers and all the representatives in our media and radio, may God continue to give you wisdom and understanding, and protect you and your family. Amen. My father or my brother, what they are asking us this afternoon, I don't know what to say. But now we just got them. If there's something low, but more than zero, after all of them from A to Z, where are we going to be to give the mark? Is it in protection? Is it in infrastructure? Is it in when you go to eat, is it good road, or water, or what, or good health? Where are we going to stand? Or where are we going to start? My brother, what I want to say, I wonder if there is any other word that below zero, that's what all of them are. They are killers, murderers. All of them, both the governors, both the senators, none of them is wanted to be leader or ruler. So they have disappointed everybody. If I'm to say, if they are the ones representing, it's like in a different country. As believe in my brother. What happened since 1 week now? many of them would have resigned. But because of that, they're benefiting from it. So all of them, they're happy. So my brother, nothing to score them. They are zero. That's what I want to say. God bless you, my brother. Thank you for taking my call this afternoon. This Nnamdi, you can call from the public. God bless you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. It is worth mentioning. If you don't mention it, if you don't rate it, they think they are doing something. When it's working. And look at the roads. Look at the roads. Most of you, you will have a way of looking at the roads. You know, in the 60s, early 60s, pathways, you can comfortably go on pathways. But today, even the paved road, you cannot go. Call out your name and where you calling from. Go ahead. Something is wrong with your phone. Okay? Call out your name and where you calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Good morning and welcome.
Thank you very much, my big brother, Mazi IYKE. I appreciate you. And I appreciate our leader, for he has given it all for us to keep fighting on. I appreciate him. Anywhere he is, I say, may our ancestors guide and protect him. Biafrans all over the whole world, I salute you for your goodness. Keep doing what our leader asks you to do. Do not listen to any gossip. As I'm speaking to you, there is nothing, no gossip. I don't even listen to any rubbish. I thank you. And those of you that knows me knows, nothing shakes me. Mazi, before you can rent these people, whatever we are going to rent them, we need to find out if these people are Igbo people first. Because, yeah, of course.
Oh my goodness.
But sometimes I took you so that the car. Before I let everybody, I'm telling you, you're John Atochi. I understand you, my big brother. You're John Atochi. Because, Mazi, before I see that we before we Biafrans get into that, they are nothing. We have to check my own deed. We have to find out if they are Igbo people first. But for me, I have asked you, I have told Biafrans that these people are not Igbo people. They are not. They are not. There is no how you can see Nwafu Igbo. You allow somebody from another place to come and born. When somebody born in your house, where you have shelter, where even though if there is rain, if there is windy, if there is heat, that's the only place you can go and take shelter. And somebody come and burn it. And those local government, there is people that say they represent them as in what they call them representatives in that their Fulani house in Abuja. Those local government, these Fulanis, in the name of Abubago are burning, they have representatives now. Have you ever seen them come up and in their house senate and take and declare a motion, or how did they say it? That's what. Why is this burnings? Why are these police and army burning my people's house? Have you ever seen them? No, but we know why we know why they are not saying it. We know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. If you listen to one of his broadcasts one day, he have said it all there. But Mazi, do you know? Like one of my brother that just come from South Africa now. You know, some people who don't understand what that my brother said. He said it all there. He said it all. I give to him 100%. You just table it. You break everything down. Now, if you listen to what that my brother said and go back to what these criminals in Europe, this bastard, I don't even know where he come from. I just feel sometimes, Mazi, sometimes I just feel like to explode. Somebody you don't even know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been there. You know his father's house. You know his mother. You know his brothers. Just because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, this person is doing well. The same way he acknowledged Dele Mahamadou. Some of you have forgotten that he told Dele Mahamadou that I didn't believe in Nigerian president. If I believe in Nigerian president, it's somebody like you I could have even voted for because you have the mind. In that interview, go and listen. He made it. He adored Dele Mahamadou. Does he give Dele Mahamadou the right to come and call IPOB and say from today I want to take over GOS? Does he give Dele Mahamadou the right to come and say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu praise me from there? The structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be jettisoned and let's follow Dele Mahamadou his own way. Because when I call it Dele Mahamadou, I know some people will not understand before you take something else out. I'm just giving you an instance because some of us will when we say something, he'll go there the other way around. So when he punished Dele Mahamadou in that interview, does he give him right to come and challenge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu structure? Does it mean for him to say today DOS you step down, I have to do this? Who gave this stupid woman right in America, this criminal devil incarnate, to call our brother Tina Sanworu to change DOS from ESN command? Have you ever thought about those things? Have you ever thought the reason why this DAF in Finland come out and said they're not going to take command from anything that is DSS done job? Have you ever thought about it? Think about it and think about what my brothers in South Africa say. You have to give the honor for that person that is being detained so that he won't be armed, so that his enemy won't harm him. If there's another team, they will harm him. That is what DOS is doing. Fools now when you hammer, you see them come out in social media. These fools, they are there. Where are they before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out? Don't you know that after the war, I think some of us are bigger enough to see the marginalization and the injustice before Mazi Nnamdi come. Some of us have seen it, but what stops this idiot that know they grow whatever they read now in social media talking rubbish? Where we are there? You want to tell me you didn't see that police are having checkpoint from Lagos to where our land end? Where were you until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out and start challenging these people? You didn't see it. At least I have grown enough to notice police checkpoint. I would have come out and I keep shouting it. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. Then I'll come out now and come and be challenging him. And our people allow gossip to go sink into their brain. When I scroll on social media and see that daft, that waff, I look at some people add Mazi Nnamdi Kanu picture and his picture. Sometimes I feel like to explode, but there's nothing I can do because I just look at it and say, look at these mad people. If somebody come out and say in social media and tell you that they're not going to take permit from anybody, he's calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not anybody. Some of you that is listening, daft people, some of us that are listening, who have gullible mind, who does not reason, somebody you did not know, just wake up one morning and start, you want to take command from him. Thereby, Mazi, the same way I read these governors, they are not Igbo people. They are not Igbo people. Go to social media and see what WIKE say. WIKE said he's not an Igbo man when they were interviewing him, but now WIKE is telling us now our social media that Domesi he's looking at information that Domesi trying to deceive Ndibo. Ndibo shouldn't buy it. No, WIKE is trying to claim no one Igbo. But when we are killing Igbo people, you say you are not Igbo people, but now you are challenging Domesi that he shouldn't come and deceive, that he's the APC agent. He shouldn't come and deceive Ndibo. Mazi, I will leave it here. But I thank my brother from South Africa. I wish I can cut off this place and send it out because he may say, when they want us, they want this guy. This guy is a play agent. They want him to use, they want to use him to generate man. They want to use him to, demolish man. He's looking for big position. That is all. That is his problem. I'm a meeting now. Imagine I'm a meeting. I figured that this idiot to be a Finland want to address you and type your billion. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? Imagine, I just asked my brother. Imagine that idiot. They called you and said he wants to address you. Are you not going to feel like to Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. But before I leave, those people that Abakari have killed their Mazi, Abakari have committed genocide more than Hitler. I am telling you, the government, Abakari done in Biafra land is being opened slowly. You know that some of our importers, Abakari killed them and took away their businesses. Abakari forced them to sign away their containers. Some of them, Abakari threatened their family not to speak up. Some of our people that gone missing, some importers, Abakari have hand in killing them. Abakari committed a lot of atrocity now. This Abakari, you people are still here. I am sure to God, Abakari in Biafra land. What Abakari done in Biafra land? I swear to God, you go and destroy something. So this Abakari. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Call her your name and where you call it from.
Hello, they hear me, sir.
Yeah, they hear you.
Okay, sir. The man network or court on a Makande, they do the too foolish. They don't quote Kadam and oh, she can went to we are not, we are no longer gentlemen. We are complete Biafrans. We have also, I'm a good environment. The governors. Zero. Will you give them 1 mark? Biafrans. Imagine yourself. Imagine the whole Biafrans all over the world. This land, the Fulani take it away from us. Imagine where we will live. Where we will live. Let them joke apart. This is just like landlord give you quick notice, and you have no man and you have no house to pack. Let them take you if you didn't want an people. Let them they will follow an people. And that is exactly the ambition of pretend upon we Biafra. And we say no, we will not accept that. Biafra, see, no religion, yeah, nothing more than that. We are Biafra, and the end of which quote Kadam, let the choice I will. So if you take religion to put here, you are dead. Let us say we are the one side. Do you think we are here for democracy? I must be free. I you see all of them, you see IYKE, you see Mazi, you see all these governors, yeah, you guys, all of them want us to die. And to put them and not go kill them. If to put them and say, now we go take our hands, kill them. Then they go take their eyes down. Now we go take our way to Shabuha. Or come and have with I. They don't care to come and get why come and get why I repeat. They got a lot of poor. I'll have the party. I'm not touching more for that. They come in and get a whole job. It's not my poor than I know. Don't job. Then I think about them. To go get on a thing, go. I'm going to John chapter 8, from verse 1 to end. Romans chapter 11, from verse 1 to end. Hebrew chapter 1 and the chapter 2, from verse 1 to end. Therefore, that's why that Nnamdi Kanu is the light of the world, the Messiah. Jesus Christ, okay, let us set it as a picture. Jesus Christ is his own self. Did he suffer more than our leader? Jesus now. But American no pretend when a problem. I went to no apology. I don't know that is blood and blood down. I'm gonna apply for now. They don't have 50 million cash. I don't plan now no more. I'm not talking like I'm going to plenty on your brother. Oh, yeah. Can you know your now for Pala? We are not to want to pay. That's a doctor for the can't back to the I'm not that I can't man. I can't get hit like a I can't speak if you don't take Fulani to their own land and allow our leader to come and take us to our own land and live, so that we live, we have a peaceful life. Our people are suffered enough. Children have suffered enough. They have pretend take their time.
onye ọbụla chukwu nọkwa nchi dara ebe ezi apụkwala dededede na-abịa ọdụ dededede na-abịa na-abịa n'anya Biafrans zukwa egbe nzukwa mma maka ngwa ka ọ ndị gọvanọ anyị na-etizire ka agwa ya ndị gọvanọ onye ọbụla zukwa egbe njọ mma maka ọwụdụ mmadụ akwụkwọ ndị otu yo esi ọbụla ọwụdụ dededede mgbe anya ka anyị ga-eme ya keshia wee fụla ndị pụtara na ala ya ihe adede pụrụ anya ga-eme but Britannico is our leader. Any scratch to the body of our leader. Every human being in this nation are placed. Dara. Ebe nothing apola. When you come here na la nge baye tu wekele. Ebe go kemo. Dada le te kwa ka ba atigele. O ti bi lo se be ko la atigele. O jo bra ku mana fo atigele. O ta ba ta so ko atigele. Ana abia je. Kulu ta ni tikpa. What is why na ba ru dara. O te ko. Ngwa le pe apa. When you come here na la. O te ko da. Well, that good. Now, boy, yeah.
Call your name and where you calling from.
Dr. Lode, good afternoon from here. Good morning, your side. Thank you for taking my call. You are blessed, maintaining a blessing, my brother. I greet Biafrans, I greet IPOB members. I greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. Mazi, you know what you're talking this afternoon. Our brother who called from South Africa. Anyway, it's me who's the scavenger. I'm calling from Afriditude. Afriditude is South Africa. What he said this morning is what he this afternoon is what is at his own perspective, his own life is according to South Africa perspective of the struggle, how they struggle. You know, in South Africa here, if it's in South Africa that this type of people make this all this their statement, because also the man said that Abba Kyari is his friend, turned to be his blood brother. That Abba Kyari invited him when he got a trouble in Imo State, and he came to kill his people. The Biafrans will just take it lightly with him. Umar said that Yerima Shetima is people's general. But when Umar or Eastern governors make any statement, they say why they didn't call them in their meeting when they are talking about land grave or all those things, or about when they made the Eastern governors made a meeting, they counter them. And when our elders went to them in Abuja and talk, they said that they don't agree for what they are talking, that they should not release Nnamdi Kanu, that if they release Nnamdi Kanu, it means all the terrorists must also be released. What they are not said that if you kill an Anambra man, if a Fulani man kill an Anambra man, a terrorist anyway, if a terrorist kills an Anambra man, you pay 500,000. And he also said that he go to the extent by saying that before they kill the terrorist, they must come and kill him. So Asari Dokubo also said, the reason why I'm calling all these names because they are the people you call their leaders. For them, who call them leaders and who go. But me, I don't know why we still calling them leaders or governors. My own call, I call them prison warders. They are prison warders. And our brother was saying that he rated them 0. To me, what I rated these people is Udene. Udene. It's what I rated them. Because at least 0. You can bend 0. If you put something on 0, it became 9. So, but Udene, I've never seen anybody who says he's eating vulture. Nobody says he's eating vulture. I've never heard a tribe that eats vulture or you see them eating it. But vulture only eats people that is dead. And all these governors, all these people you call governors, which I myself, I call them prison warders. They are dead. They are like fibroid because they eat their children. they are eating their children. Now, the answer has been cleared, the formula has been laid down, and our leader have made us know these people, and we have seen, because they have shown our example. There is nothing hidden there. They have told us that they are our enemy, and there is nothing good that will come out from these people. They are irredeemable. Yes, I don't know whether people understand this word when our leader said that these people are irredeemable. They are irredeemable. There is nothing that can change them. So the only thing that will make Biafrans to live in peace is to remove these people. Remove them. We don't need to kill them, like I said. It's just simple thing is to make that place uncomfortable for them. Uncomfortable. They are not going to walk in that their motorcade. They are not going to go to that their church to pray, where they go while they commit crime and they bless them. That means they are insulting us more. Don't give them chance to operate in our land, because if they are not there, who are the Fulanis going to come and meet to negotiate with? How are they going to bring a bag? How do you call this type of people governor? A governor who invites people to kill their people, to kill his own blood. A governor who bypass all law. There is no debate in House of Assembly or anybody's debate. They just bring another person. Where on earth? Biafrans, what is happening in Biafra land? If it happen here in Africa, where I am, they start from councillors. They burn down the house of councillors. Everybody will run away. Thank you, Mazi, for taking my call. God bless you, all Biafrans. IPOB members, you are my blood. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you. Call your name and where you calling from.
Mazi IYKE. After more Mazi in the way they should Biafra land when I pop. Mazi create routine can overthink time. Because our people, our eyes are being opened every now and then. I know pay name now no can na for na volunteer when ya. Man o tena can agwa people na onye obuna mari o game to rescue himself from this trouble that is on the way coming. But ndi madam water law. But get ahead water by force. But Imo State new plan in the battle. Okay, look at for many years when I was in Kaduna, I have been making alliance in Kaduna, Indian Mado. And I bought the governor of Kaduna State that when we won't Panaya go one in Kaduna, one day Bulebu. But he had na cattle market in Adia State some days ago. Governor of Adia State and the whole who drums follow where leaders here. If when I need to name I had a go one in that is how they are deceiving us, telling us our enemies. Let Biafrans know this today. Onya obuna fotanya nemeta marona ayi on a church in the line. Onya obuna pule any politics igadaro. Because of one carton of biscuit or indomie. Onya oge rules on there. Nobody should go close to any politician in the world because you have seen that the main enemies we have here is the politicians. And the Fulanis have planted them in our midst. From all Jews to all of them, if you check their broad lineage, they are from Fulani clan. They are not part of us. That's why they are answering Igbo name. So our people should stay away from them because they are all evil. All they can do for us is to create a way of siphoning and the killing and the destroying our land. So every Biafran should know that these people are not our brother. They are our worst enemy. Even Fulani man is not to be compared in terms of enmity with the destruction they are bringing to us. So we shall see them as our worst enemy from beginning to the end. We shall see them. My name is Mazi IYKE. I'm calling from Aba. Thank you very much, Mazi. The Shike Northern Nairobi Biafra. The Shike. Thank you.
What's your score? How did you rate them? We went to rating. When you do your explanation, then you say you rate them from -00 to 0. That's the rating. Even if it's 1, rate them so let's know what they're doing. Let them hear the ratings. At least that will